See, it's growing on you. It's just such a great phrase.
I even got a picture for it.
I don't want to know.
Well, no,
It's
it's
gonna scar
have
me.
you ever played Crash Bandicoot?
Yeah, sure.
There's a scene where he first encounters the pig that you ride on in the first one, and he
Mhm.
looks back at the camera and points the pig over his shoulder like with his thumb, and he like wiggles his eyebrows. And that's the picture that I just put. Let's fuck this pig over the top of it.
Yes. Get this fucking pig going. All right. Boom. We'll just fucking yeah. Title screen. Title screen's done. Welcome everyone to the Stalwart Initiative. I'm Kyle, and we're back this week with our first of two Great Miasma games. And Great Miasma is a D&D 5e West Marches style campaign, and we're back with a very well-rounded, leveled party here. I mean, as leveled as you can get. Nobody has, and I'm going to jinx things here, nobody has died once they got past level 4. So we're chugging along. Everybody's leveling up. We're getting there. Arash, what level are you now? You're 4?
I'm level 5.
Yes, you hit 5. Good. Okay. Is everybody 5? Is anybody
That is
4?
not.
Okay, so
You're
you're.
still 4.
That's right. You're 200 experience away. Ooh.
I'm 5.
Oh no. Does that mean that if someone
Experience away
dies
from
it's
retiring.
No. We're not gonna jinx it. He's got to survive, and it's. I mean, this last. This is the exact party. Well, no. This is not the exact party anymore. I forgot.
Not anymore.
That's right. We had some fill-ins. Okay, we'll skip that part. So yeah, hi everyone. So
It was going to be the exact party that I died in.
yeah, but see, maybe it's a good thing that things shifted around, and it's not the exact same party that you two died in last time. So so here we go. We the Great Miasma, everybody is based out of this hub, this city called Mollis, and from the city that they've been kind of city bound. Everyone in the city has been stuck here for last several generations, almost 500 years, because almost 500 years ago, this cloud, this fog, this miasma, just appeared over the countryside and cut off like all communication between civilizations, and anybody who ventured out was killed. So this miasma has begun lifting recently, and it's still there, but it's kind of like an overcast looming over everything. And people have decided to start adventuring out and discovering things, and our party has discovered several creatures, and a few people that aren't hostile, or strange people that aren't hostile. And there are word of towns and civilizations that have yet to be discovered, but we're getting there. We're covering a lot of ground. A lot of exploration has been done, and there's a lot more exploration to do. So let's get underway here with that. And do we want to start at Pimley's, or do you guys have some things you'd like to tend to before we all meet up for the morning? Anybody?
I really don't have anything I need to do.
Okay.
I'm dead.
You are. Yeah, you are. Well, you're undead, so there's that. Yeah. So your poor little lingering soul. Okay. So we will start off. It is in the morning, and you guys are at Pimley's, and Pimley is quite spry this morning, and he's all peppy, and he's bouncing around, and he has this thermos of coffee, his equivalent of coffee, and he's bouncing all around and reading some books and giving guys cursory nods, saying hello, and then going back to his research. Tat, he seems awful energetic this morning from what you're used to seeing him, and being one of his students, disciples, researching fellows. He shows you a little more attention than the other folk, but he is off doing his own thing. And he finally comes over and wipes the sweat off his forehead, and he's got his plumy white hair and his little gnome beard, and he's, I'm going to tell you, research is a lot of work. People don't understand that. Gentlemen, what are we doing today? Hi. I'm sorry, I've been doing things.
Hey, old man. What's got the jive in your Jimmy?
Sorry, I've been
I've been hitting the coffee rather hard lately. I've been working on this and that, and got I got a little something for you, a little spike of what I've been tinkering with. Anyway, we'll talk about that in a minute. What are we up to today, adventurers?
As far as I'm aware, just that. Unless anyone else has an actual plan. Is there anything that needs to get done out there that I've been made blissfully unaware of?
Not that I'm aware of.
The Dracoth need to be made extinct. That's one thing.
Has anyone had any more luck finding the lost city yet? Has anyone found that yet?
Lost
Last
City?
time
What do you mean?
Dwarf one. The one where the dead adventurers came from. In the mountains somewhere.
Oh, yes, the mountain town. No one's reported to me that they've visited this mountain town. Some people said they went up that way, but they didn't see it.
Right? So we could either find city or Dracoth. Never a bad.
Yes, there were some other things too. Something about the lady that sent you guys the creatures, and something out east. I don't remember what that one was, but yeah.
Tiny bitches. They were tiny bitches.
Speaking of creatures, Sisian, did you know? I mean, Stefan, did you notice any new creatures that may or may not have come by?
Oh, you know what? I never checked my tree today. I'll have to go do that before we leave.
Ah, yes. See if you've been sent some aids.
Let's see here. Let me pull up the roll 20. Okay, go ahead and roll your d4. On a 4, the Briar Witch Dryad has sent aid for the week.
We got AIDS.
We got aids. Oh, we got aids. Sweet.
You've got AIDS.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah, we
it's like
got
an
AIDS.
A message.
Would
Never
trigger
been so-
restoration cures.
Never been so happy.
You got AIDS.
Okay. Well, go ahead and discuss your plan of attack while I figure out what she sent you.
All right,
AIDS.
guys. So what we're gonna do is we're going to attack. Sound like a good plan?
Like it.
All right. Just thought that up myself.
You're
Plus
going.
plan.
But attack what? What are we attacking?
Everything.
Kyle. We're attacking Kyle. Get ready. Let's go.
I've got more people than you do, fucker. Keep your hands to yourself.
We're talking about you.
Out to the
Please,
might of Mollis.
please, old man. I'm gonna destroy you.
Yes. Oh, okay. Okay. So, let's tie this end up while we're discussing this. Stefan, you remember? Oh, yeah, that's right. I need to check the tree. So you, it's not a far journey from Pimley's. And by the way, they're at Pimley's, which is their kind of adventurers hub, where one of the elders, the eldest in the city, Pimley, is kind of their headquarters guy, and it's a vast library and place they can do research and give information to each other between sessions. So you go back to the tree. I don't know why you didn't notice this before. Maybe because it was in your garden. There is a strange looking bird in your garden. It looks like an ostrich. I mean, you're a nature cleric, so you know what an ostrich looks like. It looks like an ostrich, though it looks a little bit better. A little bit more dangerous. It has large talons that stick out the backs of its legs. One long talon on each leg, and it curls upward. Its beak is not. It looks more like a hawk beak, enlarged hawk beak, very sharp, and like this thing is a meat eater. Its feathers aren't so much white and plumy, rather than black and kind of like raven-like feathers. For other intensive purposes, it is a large ostrich. This, without much, I'm not going to make you roll for this. This is what in some of your studies they would have called a war ostrich, in times where they train these things for battle. And it's just.
Oh,
Okay.
hey, pretty bird. Oh my gosh, look at the size of those teeth.
Yeah, he doesn't actually have teeth, but he has razor sharp beak, and you see like he's tossing a mouse up in the air.
I'm going to cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
Oh, hey there, pretty bird. How you doing? How did you get in the city? Oh my gosh.
It whips its head around at you. It's like, huh?
Did the Dryad send you?
Lady? Tree?
Yes, the lady.
Lady
Pretty
tree.
lady.
Lady tree. Come see you? And it looks at you puzzlingly.
Oh, yes. Yes. Hello. Hello there.
Hi.
Can I pet you? Oh, wow, you're beautiful. Do you want to come with me? We're adventuring today.
Lady tree, you? Go?
Yes.
Do a persuasion check with advantage, please. And start petting it, and it's it's in really good shape. It doesn't look all like beat up or even that dirty. It's a fine looking animal. And let's see here. Oh yeah. Do I come with you? And then back to lady.
Sounds good to me.
More mice?
Maybe, possibly. Maybe many other things. We'll see.
Rabbit.
Well, come this way. Come meet my friends.
Rabbit.
Don't eat them. They're not. You don't eat them. No.
Rabbit. Okay. And it follows you. I mean, it follows you willingly, and it's a weird blend because it's a very dumb creature, very stupid, but at the same time, it seems to know roughly what its purpose is besides eating. So it follows you willingly, and we'll walk beside you. It is it's rather tall. It's much larger than you. These were actually. I mean, like I said, you do know ancient customs, or at least some of them. These were used as mounts in wartime for certain tribal areas. And
Guys, look what I found.
it kind of like ducks its head down to get in through the door, and it whips its head around, like scanning the area. You guys see a large black, kind of opposing-looking ostrich, though it's not opposing directly to you, but it's quite proud in its position.
So you bring dinner with us? For them, not me.
I don't believe so. It was gnawing on some rats and mice in my garden.
It looks friendlier than the other two.
I know, right?
Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, well, look at that big son of a bitch.
Finley says.
What he said.
Yes, so, anyway, back to news. Don't let that thing shit on my floor, Mr. Stefan.
Oh, well, maybe we'll wait outside. Come here, pretty bird. What's your name anyways?
Pretty bird?
All right, pretty bird. Let's go outside.
Rabbit?
Maybe.
I should give him a...
Yes, I like popsicles. Got any
If
Tylenol
I'm no
Pia?
longer comfortable.
Please don't.
Yeah, please. No. Okay, so, anyway,
And that's what it's
Kyle, please refrain.
okay. I will refrain, because I don't want hurt feelings. Okay, so you take the bird outside, who has accepted its name as Pretty Bird, and Pimley's like, well, I mean, what do we hope to accomplish? I mean, the lost city of greatness of people sounds great. That does sound great, but without a precise position, you could be lost in the mountains. You could be stuck out there. And I fear what that long of a journey could do to our people. What if we lost the entire party?
Well, I am already dead, so it wouldn't be a big loss for me.
Well, I'm sure you'd hold your own out there, so it would be a loss. I heard something about a butt sword. That sounds rather impressive.
Oh yes. That. Anyway, upon his comment about being dead, he kind of looked at that phone. Eh? The cleric. Anyway,
Oh yeah, Stefan's outside with the ostrich.
he looks after Stefan. Sorry, I forgot about that.
Okay. Okay.
Mine did.
Okay.
When is it ever?
Well, I mean, that's great. But, I mean, it's not great that you're dead, but it doesn't help solve what you want to do with what afterlife you have, or finding a means to get your body back.
Yeah, it's... Anywho. So, yeah, I don't think getting lost in the mountains would be a good thing. I'm gonna vote again. I'm gonna vote.
I'm sorry, you're cutting out. I can't understand you. You're 10 feet
I
away.
think I'm gonna vote against getting lost in the mountain.
Oh.
I'm good on that.
Okay, well, what say you, fellow tinkerer?
Well, 46 fella's been rubbing off on me. I need to be careful of that. I do want to find the city, but I won't go against the will of the group. Dracoth seem to be the most pressing threat. They've been the most outwardly aggressive. So perhaps if we feel up to it and nip that in the bud, as it were.
That sounds like... Oh, dear Lord, that sounds dangerous as all get out. But, I mean, it needs to be done, you're right. What if they seek vengeance? We never know. They could show up here again. Last time was a disaster. Do you have...
We either court disaster by running into the mountains, or we court disaster out on the plains. Either way, we're reaching a point where there's not a whole lot of easy options anymore.
My... There's not. Do you think you could take the Dracoth town?
Probably not. Putting out two options, and then perhaps someone will have a third reasonable option.
How
Interested in options.
How many were at this Dracoth town? I mean, is there... We have a number?
Might I suggest going back to the other caps? There are still a bunch of them left.
Aye, that sounds good to me.
Is that the one
At
with the...
Olin looks at At this point, Olin looks at Miss and is like, "What is it with you and those spider things? Every time."
I like my friend. The Dryad's my friend. I like her. I want her to live safe.
Ah, that's the pretty lady you guys were talking about.
I think my apprentice Riker likes you. Or his penis.
Last time, we overruled the desire to go to the Ettercap cave, and we found the horrible brain plant that tentacled us all.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that
We are over. Yeah, so since we vetoed the Ettercap cave last time, we could do that this outing, this adventuring.
I mean, I'm not against it. I was just saying, like, every time, this is like, let's go help the Dryad.
Yeah,
Let's go
why
help
not?
the Dryad.
He's a friend.
Or is she more than a friend?
As the night belongs to lovers.
Not yet.
Well, maybe she's...
We gotta help this out, Olin. We gotta shepherd in a new generation.
I'll ship it.
Well, you're not going to get far with that matchup as far as spawning new generation, but I mean, you know, it does promote a certain femininity.
Don't assume genders here.
Yeah.
Emily, we live in a world where magic birds can talk and a whole bunch of other strange magics exist. I'm not ruling out anything yet.
Well, yeah. You do know that the goddesses were once told to be to make love to many elementals, which is how many species, especially elementals, were born. They were making love to rock people and shit. Sounds very complicated and gross, but I guess they can do that stuff.
Tat just looks at Pimley like, what exactly do you keep in your library, Pimley?
It's just a lot of porn. It's just a library full of porn.
Yes, yeah. You gotta open the books up, Tat, and once you do that, the pop-up pictures will blow your mind.
Thinking of the wrong books.
Yes. Yeah, you got
This
the
is some
ones.
3D illusion magic right here.
Yes. You're reading the ones with all the damn words in it. No wonder you're not getting anywhere.
So, as far as today's adventure, let's head toward the Ettercap Caves and improvise from there. How about that?
Sounds like a solid plan.
Sounds good to me.
And if she's lending aid, we could all use all the help we can get. Although I would kind of broach the subject of the two little shitheads that she sent you. I still think they're thieving fucks. I would broach that a little lightly.
Those won't be doing any thieving anytime soon.
I know. I'm glad they're fucking dead. I don't like those things.
Let's leave that part out, shall we?
Yeah.
You know, so as not to make an enemy of a friend.
I hear the kids are calling that frenemies. Just saying.
I hate you, Finley.
That's not how frenemies work.
Oh. Okay. I don't know shit. I'm old.
You
It appears you are.
Okay.
So, are you guys heading out? Is there some
Yes,
place?
we are heading toward the Ettercap Forest.
Okay.
Yay, at our caps.
Is there anything you'd like to do prior to leaving the city?
I would like to convince this bird that I love it, and can I ride its back? Bahamut, give me strength. Here, I have dried meat.
Okay. Do an animal handling check, please. The convincing it is not hard, especially with your persuasion roll before. This thing is already already kind with you, already pretty much fast friends. The handling of it is a little rough at first, but once you like kind of stumble trying to get up on it, and you start riding it around for a couple minutes on the way to the gate, you've found a basic means of riding it and rough steering. You're not going to be winning any kind of derbies anytime soon, but it is pretty much compliant with it's figuring out what you want from it by, I guess, grabbing the base of the neck. I mean, you don't have reins or anything, so just kind of nudging it which way you want to go, and it is willingly let you ride it.
Yes.
Ostrich Derby.
No, it's just yes. That's the next. That's going to replace the fighting pits as the next good means of income here in the city.
Speaking of riding animals, does Moles have horses?
There are a few horses, yeah. Yeah, nothing.
Does Moles have carts?
Yeah, you can get carts, sure.
Why the fuck haven't we been making better time exploring with horses and carts?
As we were running for our life, and the thought of losing the few horses we had remaining was not appealing.
Yes.
That's true.
So-
There are quite a few instances I can probably imagine that horse and cart not coming back.
That's true. Ravens. Anyway. Onward.
Okay.
Let us set forth.
So you guys exit the city. Oh wait, is she there? Tat, roll me a D4.
Bridget.
Nope, Brittany.
Brittany, that was the name. I knew it was a B. I knew she was a B something.
She was a B.
Ouch.
What'd you roll? That's not updating. Why is it not updating?
1.
Oh, okay. Okay. So it is.
Steve again.
Nah. Steve is, like they said, Steve transferred.
Yeah, into his wife. Anyway.
No, it's Kanegi. Okay. Okay, so you guys exit the city, and let me pull up my super duper cool nifty secret map. Okay, so how do you want to go about getting up to Milady's house? Let me pull up your guys' map for the viewers here. Yeah, it's tough to. It's kind of tough to see with the white backdrop, but we'll do our best here.
Reviewers like you.
Pow.
Hey, we go north and then northeast so we can expose that tile and then into the Ettercap cave.
Well, we have to come out here. On the grasslands. He said that that's the only gate that's open.
And so northeast, northwest, northwest, northwest.
What? Yes.
Yes, lead on, boys.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
To expose this tile.
Yeah, but when you're exiting the city, you can either go north or northeast. Like that gate is kind of, it's at the northeast, but you can exit.
That's like on the corner.
Yeah, the city tile takes up is not entirely the city, but it's the one that the city resides in. So it's the city and the surrounding area, in the immediate area. So.
Okay, so the northeast.
Yeah, you can go.
West.
Okay, you want to go northwest?
Yes.
Yeah, we want to go north first.
Okay.
Into the forest. This blank.
Okay, and then northwest. Okay.
This empty spot on the map.
Okay.
Why don't we go north again after the blank to get that piece, and then down into the Briarwood?
We do that too. Operating runs.
A lot of chunk, you know.
Get that chunk, baby. Okay, so you want to go north first. Let's pull up an order here. So, Aresh, why don't you roll us our first D10 as we begin traveling into the forest to the north? We'll see if
Don't roll a 1.
See if there's
Or
any
do.
encountering.
Hey! Oh no!
All right, starting us off strong. Okay, so let's see how this is going to go here. Okay, so you rolled a 1, so there is going to be some shit going down in the forest.
Track on the tag.
Let's see here. 28. Pretty sure. Oh wait, no, we haven't had that in the forest. Oh goody. Okay, all right.
Chasm's there again.
Yeah, she's not down there in the 20s.
I was hoping she was there.
Yeah, unfortunately not. I don't know where I left her last.
Time for that party, white boys.
Let me see here.
Oh, we're gonna live.
Okay. Oh yeah, she's not in this general area.
Me and my faithful steed will run away.
Unfortunately, I'm multi-classed, so I don't have level 3 spells yet.
Oh no. All right. I know what we're fighting here. I just need to get to it in my books. And beautiful. At least I've got the right book. I love using a bazillion. Wait, hold on. Let me check my charts. I love using a bazillion sources, so I use the Monster Manual, I use the Volo's Guide to Monsters, I use the Critter Compendium, and also the Tome of Beasts. Tome of Beasts is my favorite creature book to use. The Monster Manual is definitely reliable, but everybody knows it. Like, everybody knows the monsters in it. So it's nice to throw unique stuff in a lot of the times, which is a lot of the initial list that I built for the random encounters was all Critter Compendium stuff, because I knew none of this group, or majority of the group, isn't gonna recognize creatures, and I've slowly begun adding other creatures. Tome of Beast, Monster Manual creatures. I don't think I've added too many Volo's Guide, other than for things like the Ettercap stuff. I think some of the Ettercap stuff had Volo's Guide stuff in it, although the Ettercaps were from Monster Manual. Okay, there it is. Alright, so, ooh, that's gonna be tough. Okay, or not, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so, Wow, right into the forest. You guys have been through this forest before. Now, as you know, each of these hexes is roughly an hour's travel. So even though you're going through the same area, it's still the same rough area. There's still different variations within that hour that you could be going through. There's no set paths here, so you might be veering a little differently or going down the same path, and the wildlife just happens to be different. Excuse me. Through my phone. Okay, so you guys head roughly about 40 minutes due north, and you're looking at your little handmade map. I'm assuming Tad has one, a little handy map, and you're checking. Okay, well, if we go northwest here, this will be, that'll be a little new unexplored area on the way up to see the Dryad Lady and help with the Ettercap incursion. Well, you kind of stay at the Ettercap incursion, but the something fishy going on with the Ettercaps inside the cave, right beside her tree. As you headed north, you head into an area of the forest, and so far, this hour of travel has been like every other travel you've done through this region. The forest looks the same. You hear the same melodic sounds of the birds, and the same atypical forest. The lighting, the smells, the sounds. Everything sounds normal until you reach a certain point. The flora, or the flora, seems perfectly normal. But it's not hard, and you guys don't need a perception check to realize that over the last couple minutes, the sounds of the forest, other than the occasional snap of a twig, are gone. No animals. I mean, if you look at the ground, you can see bugs and shit, but like no chirping, no little skittering of animals up in the treetops. It's gotten very quiet.
Guys, don't you think it's a little too quiet all of a sudden?
And like clockwork, as that's being said, as the cavalier that I am, I mount my faithful steed.
Oh, that's... Do you multi-class into something that I'm not...
I was making a joke because I'm always riding people.
Okay, you are always riding people. I just didn't know because you didn't say who you were riding, so I didn't know who you were.
You can't multi-class because of lingering soul. So.
That's true. Yeah, you're a natural grinder. Okay, so you're mounting your steed? Who are you mounting?
The one I always mount. I don't think I've mounted any of these other people before. Sorry, Tat. It's all you.
Oh, woohoo! Oh God, I have
Okay.
the butt sword on my back.
Yep.
Okay, so you take Olin the Lingering Soul. You take your ghostly dive into Tat. Tat, you feel that icy hot, like warm and cold sensation flow over you as Olin enters your body. You now have a poltergeist inside of you once again. So as Stefan points
You know why
out,
that is, Kyle? Kyle, do you know why that is?
why is it? Oh, here we go.
Because I'm a soul man. Tad is just laughing to himself in fiction as well. He's just like, that was a good joke.
Yeah, it's laughing. I think
Oh.
Olin, you can hear this thought in his head as like just a jovial, big laughing, and you could probably even hear the song, him humming the song to himself in his head, and then laughing at himself, knowing that you're the only one who hears it besides him.
Olin's gonna go ahead and face palm Tat.
Oh,
Yeah, you didn't know you were playing
Fine.
playing a show for everybody, did you? Everybody inside you. So,
Just stares at the scene.
I need. Let's see. Let's give everybody a number. So, Aresh, you're 1. Miss, you're 2. Olin 3. Stefan 4. Tat 5. And nobody 6. So, we're gonna do 2d6s. A 1 and a 3. So I need Aresh and Olin. Oh no, Olin, no, you are exempt. So I need to roll that again. Actually, no, you're not going to be exempt. That's just going to be Tat because you're inside of him. So I need Olin and Tat to roll dexterity saving throws, please. As in, you guys stop for a second to acknowledge the silence, and you look around. And from the silence, you hear a And just in time, a few of you see boulders flying. Wow, that's beautiful, Resh. Flying through the air. Oh, damn it. Flying through the air. And Resh, you see a boulder coming from your right side. In the forest from your right side, and it narrowly no, actually you dodge it quite easily. You easily dodge back, and about 3 feet in front of you, a boulder about the size of a tractor and trailer tire flies in front of you. Tat, unfortunately,
What is a tractor and trailer tire?
you don't know what a tractor and trailer
Kyle.
tire is? You don't know what
Resh has never seen a
a
tractor. and
Resh
trailer
has not,
tire.
but I'm giving you a what would I equivalent to? We'll say the size of 2 wagon tires, not tires, wheels. No tires yet. Pimley hasn't invented them.
That's a full-grown dwarf.
There we go. We can go dwarf. Well, yeah, okay. I guess a tractor and tire would weigh as much
Size
as a
of an
dwarf.
ostrich.
No, not that big. Not quite that big. A regular ostrich, but not this ostrich. So the size of a dwarf. Yes, a boulder the size of a dwarf flies in about 3 feet in front of you. Tat, unfortunately, you saw the boulder coming from the left side. You saw the one from the right. You the corner of your eye, you see one from the left side, and you begin pivoting out of the way. And unfortunately, it wasn't enough, and it grazes your left shoulder. Wait, let me see how much this is. That is fucking insane. Alright, we're not gonna do that. So this one's going this one's
That's
going
insane. I'm gonna kill them all.
yeah, we're not gonna do that.
As Kyle every time.
Well, I just misgauged on how much that would yeah, anyway, you take 7 bludgeoning damage as it hits your shoulder and kind of spins you the whole way around a 360 degrees, almost comical if it weren't so damn painful. Spins you around. That's definitely gonna bruise.
Who got hit by that?
Tat did.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's roll some initiative. As you guys see these boulders, you look through the foliage, and actually everybody roll me a perception check. Let's make sure that these guys... Okay. It doesn't have to be high. We'll go DC 10. Ooh, nice. Arash with the gnats. Okay.
Almost 3.
Okay. Okay. So yeah. Community, that's wonderful. So you guys see, they're not quite camouflaged. They are white, mostly white. You see very large gorilla-like creatures in the thick brush, about 20 feet on each side of you, left and right. There's really no trail. We're gonna go with a nice, wonderful blend of forest background here as I drop us into a. It's got trails. Some bitch. What's that look like? Is that gonna suit us? All right. So we're gonna say this is a natural trail. Why not? Because it's the one I have handy, and we're gonna go with it. I thought I had like a forest blanket forest one available. Damn it. Okay. So, if you all would like to drop your tokens on the forest map, you may do so now. So as you, you guys will be like, oops, I'm trying to do it, I'm not even in there. You guys will be like down here. And we'll say that these... So one thing you're going to notice as these gorilla creatures that are extremely large, they're probably about 12 or 14 foot tall, roughly, from what you can see. One thing you're going to notice as they see you seeing them, they know their cover's blown. They tried, can try to do the whole throwing giant rock at you thing, and be stealthy about it, but no, their stealth is broken, and they realize this. And as they come out of the brush, and it looks like they're like getting ready to jump. Like they're kind of crouching down for a superhero type jump. One thing you'll notice is that each of them has 4 arms. I got lots of gorilla pictures, but no cool ones with 4 arms, or any white ones for that matter. You know what? That one's got a butt. Let's go with him. Oh shit. Token. There we go. Let's make him large, and let's give him a buddy. Okay.
Oh damn, that butt.
that butt dough. So it's when they threw this at you, they were hiding.
It's like instead of it having 4 arms, it has 4 butts.
4, yes, two sets of cheeks. Only the mighty have 2 butts, 4 cheeks. But yeah, they threw through thick shrubbery. The rock just busted through, no problem. But they're pretty big to easily maneuver through there. So you're good. You could tell it would be hard for them just to charge you at any kind of speed. You do have that going for you. Okay, so before we get started, if you guys would like to do a little player banter, while I go turn my son's fantastic tween music down, because it got turned up since we started streaming. So I'm going to go turn that down just for a second. And I will be right back.
This is already an improvement over the last time this happened.
Banter?
I agree.
Banter.
And I went unconscious, and then Olin and Seifert died.
Yep.
Wait, you
Gorillas
guys,
don't look like they have wings. So I think we should be good.
Yes.
Fight or flight, guys.
Let them get close.
Oh, I thought he like looks at his armor. I thought this was supposed to protect me. I'm gonna have a word with Mr. Kynes when we get back to town.
yes.
So, on that note, Mr. Stefan just suggested fight or flight as an option. Do you want to deal with this, or do we want to book ass?
If we don't deal with this now, we'll have to deal with it later, right? Maybe.
No guarantee we'd get away.
Yeah, no guarantee we would get away, and possibly you have to deal with it later.
They look like they could chase us down.
And give us the most excellent hugs of our lives.
I know, with those 4 arms.
Yeah, that looks like they'd be able to give excellent hugs.
Yep.
You see them, and as I mentioned, now that they know that you've seen them, they start making their way a few feet through the shrubbery, and begin to crouch down as though they're going to pounce. And you can see their very large nostrils that you could probably fit a halfling's head in. Like they just breathe in real deep. They're sniffing it. They're just taking up the scent of you. And let's do some initiative action. That is the wrong thing. I don't
Yourself in feces. They won't be able to find us.
Yes, I saw mud. I saw it on Predator, so it's got to work.
Blood mud.
Vision. We need to cover ourselves with something smelly.
Okay. Yeah, so they
That was a horrible roll.
take a big whiff of you. What do we got here? Okay, so this will be.
I will allow you to use my initiative since you're in my body right now.
Yay!
Well, do separate initiatives just for the fact that
I leave.
just if you leave and go somewhere else, and go shack up with some other guy, you're gonna need that.
That's cool.
I'm not jealous.
Okay. Don't be hating. He's a strong, independent ghost. Poltergeist, I'm sorry. Okay, so everybody got their
Fuck with
initiative
them every
in.
once in a while.
Let's reorder this.
Oh no!
Unfortunately, oh no is correct. Oh my lord. All right. All right. All right.
Fortunately, Tat, there are people between you and the gorillas on either side.
But this was a stand. I'm just going to mention this, and I'm going to change a few things here from my standard of practice. I set this. This was a set number. This wasn't one that I have to roll to see how many were there. This was always 2. I don't know what I was. I'm thinking that I was thinking 1 wasn't enough. 2 seems like a bit much. So
We'll be fine, maybe.
I'm not so sure about that.
We could all just die. It's all right.
Shut up!
Oh,
I
you
want to
have-
hit level 5.
Oh, you have an
When
ostrich.
Kyle says he's not so sure about that, you know you're screwed.
We've tried too damn hard to get as far as we did.
Yeah. Oh, there's no ostrich? Come on. You serious?
Just take the picture
Time
of the there and
for us
post
to
it on
all
Discord.
run away.
Scythian. Do you have... You don't have Tome of Beasts, do you? No, you just tell me. So, basically... there's your bird. a guy in a suit with raven's head. Okay, so let me know if you want him to do anything, but it's got to be the mount rules from the PHB. And yes. Okay, so we're going to change some things here. Okay, so the one on the right's got to go first. The gorilla creature. So it does a stereotypical gorilla move. Takes all 4 of its arms and starts pounding on its chest, and then continues to. It leaps. As a bonus action, it's going to use its aggressive feat, and can move up to its speed. So it's basically a dash. It's a dash as long as it's moving towards a hostile creature. So it's
We're totally not hostile.
that's
We're
true.
just
Yeah.
here.
For all he knows, right now you guys could just be like salesmen. It jumps up into the tree, and it easily grabs onto the thicker trees and starts swinging towards you. I'm gonna make him make a. I mean, they do this for a living, so it's gonna be like DC 6. I'll make it DC 7. Strength or athletics. Never mind. It's athletics is +8. Fuck that. That doesn't matter. So it just and it
Did
comes
say they
down.
do it for a living.
It comes down. Well, it comes down right here. Who is that? Oh, Miss. It's Miss. No, Miss is in the back. Who's that? Oh, that's Navnik.
There's a rush and
Navnik. He doesn't want Navnik. He's too tiny.
Avnik is on me.
Oh, okay. So he's supposed to be on you. Okay.
I just took him off so that I could.
See separate. Okay. No, you're cool.
See, yeah.
You're cool. Okay. So he's got to land down right next to you.
Okay.
And he's going to and try to plant his fists in your face.
He's most likely going to be a success.
Goodbye,
Oh!
face.
Shitballs. All right, so let's rewind a bit because I am neglecting to give you guys a little something that you would have had otherwise. Pimley, I forgot to do Pimley's whole coked up coffee spiel. He had a potion to give, and I will let you guys retro this if you'd like. It is a potion for 4 hours. He only has one. For 4 hours, you have advantage on initiative rolls. Who wants it, and do you want that to be in effect now or for later?
well, we've already rolled it.
I know. I just letting you guys know that it's there, and
Later.
I will honor it if you want. No? Okay. Save it for later. So
I would like it, but I would not like to use it yet.
Okay, so you're holding it, but not using it yet. Gotcha. Okay. So, yeah, remind me of that. That's it. Boom. You can put that in your inventory. Potion of coffee coke. Pimley's special brew. He's been a little uppity lately. So, anyway, back to the action. Sorry, Aresh. Didn't mean to keep you waiting. Let's see here. He's going to fire off with a fist. He's going to open with a haymaker.
That
okay.
hits.
Okay. That is, 24.
I would say I'll let you know if the dice roll hits. That hits.
Okay.
That dice roll.
Wait, let me stop doing that right there. I'll keep that live. And all right. So what is this? The haymaker. Oh, it's actually a claw. So he's gonna open his hand and kind of rake down on you. He does have sharp claws. I think it would be cooler punch. For real. Actually, that's not too bad. Okay. So oh, that's a 10-foot reach too. He didn't have to get that close. D8. So he woof, spoof, punches you. We're gonna do a punch because he doesn't want to claw. He wants to test. He wants to see the durability of you guys. He sees the dragonborn. He leaps through the trees. He comes down and it just snaps a tree as he lands on it. Like stands up at full height. Pushes out his chest to show formidable form and just looks down and pounds his chest and punches you right in the head for 11 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
He sees your as you're like you move from the reaction, just the sheer force. You kind of wiggle around and Navnix has to like flap his wings to make sure he keeps his balance on you. And he now, for the first time, he takes notice of the small creature, and he tries to grab Navnik. We're gonna have this take one of his attacks. Have Navnik do a dex save, DC 12, as he reaches out and tries to catch it. But the 13 passes. So he reaches out, and Navnik, you can have Navnik fly a foot away or anything from you, or you can just have him fly and then come back on your shoulder. It's up to you.
Yeah, he's just gonna wiggle around my body and not get grabbed.
Okay, so he reaches out for Navnik. He takes his third attack, and with a lower arm, he did one punch with the upper right arm. With the upper left arm, he's reaching over and grabbing Navnik. With the lower left arm, he's gonna try to reach it out, and while you're kind of occupied trying to keep Navnik from getting snabbed, he's gonna try to grab your torso and grapple you. I need you to do an opposed athletics or acrobatics check, your choice, as this gorilla creature is trying to grab you. And with a nat 1, I don't even know if he would pass. Even if he would pass, I'm still gonna make him fail because it's a nat 1.
Well, even with a +8, it would still nothing would happen.
Yes, correct.
You need a +9.
Yeah, so even regardless, he fails. So he reaches out to grab you. You suck in your gut and backpedal a few steps. You manage to dodge this, hoping that this is the end of it. He's frustrated, and with his other arm, as instinctively, whether he got you or not, he's going to grab the other side of your torso. Do another opposed athletics check, please, or acrobatics. 19 is the number to beat.
Do another opposed acrobatics check.
Yes. Yep. As his fourth arm, he reaches out and tries to grab you with.
Damn.
Oh yeah, 2 narrow escapes. Beautiful. So you do a little sidestep on that one, and you manage to avoid all these arms just flying at you. The first clock along the side of the head woke you up, and you're just ducking, dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge all over the place, keeping away from this gorilla creature. And that's going to be his turn. He's trying to grab you up. He wants to, he just wants to test you, wants to see what you're made of. And you are showing him that you, homie ain't going down without a fight. So the other one also does the same thing. Gets up in the tree and poof, 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 lands down next to you, Stefan. Stefan, if you'd like, with your polearm master, he
Nope,
does.
Nope.
Okay. He jumps down next to you, and I think he's going to try the same, or at least start out the same. He's going to haymaker over with the right arm, the upper right arm, and try to strike you. Ooh, that's good.
I'm getting punched.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Well, luckily it doesn't. It's not too brutal. So he connects. Oh, look at the look at the damage.
Definition of not too brutal.
Wow, look at the damage. This a brutal 7 damage on a crit. So he barely connects. It looked like it was going to be a great punch, but it just it does catch you, but more so in the collarbone than the head. And he punches down on you. He's going to follow up with his upper left, and seeing that this first one hit, he's going to try the same thing with the other side. Does a 24 hit?
Yep.
Okay, he's going to reach over with the left and try to hook you. Wait, let me turn down that damage. With the left hook and do the same damage on a regular strike. 7 more bludgeoning damage as he hits you with his left. He's going to reach out and grab you, try to grab you. I need an opposed athletics or acrobatics check from you as he tries to grapple you with his bottom left hand, reaching underneath. This is their thing. Attack with the top and grab with the bottom. Make sure their prey doesn't get anywhere. So this will be a 12. Another narrow escape as even with your armor on, you managed to dodge backwards. He's going to try the same thing, so give me another opposed roll for his bottom right arm as he tries to scoop you up. Oh, and that time he's going to, with a 26, he's going to grab you and clamp down nice and hard on the right side of your torso. And it's like trying to pull you in for a lover's embrace. And you can see these large yellowish teeth, the 2 tusk-like ones on the bottom. This feral-looking whitish drool dripping beneath some of the teeth, and this greenish slime on the top row as he's smiling, almost human-like smiling at you now. Large emerald-like eyes staring down at you, and he's starting to move his face in closer. Maybe this is a lover's embrace, and all he wants is just a big old kiss. And you can smell the heat and the nastiness of his breath wafting in your face. And that's
Did
okay.
he rip me off the mountain?
Oh, that's right.
Shall we say?
No, because he doesn't have. He just has a hold of you. Hasn't been able to rip you yet. So you're still sitting on the top of the ostrich. I forgot about that shit. He looks. He's pulling himself to you at the moment, but you start to feel your ass lifting off the ostrich. So that's probably a safe assumption. That's where he's going next.
Okay.
My turn order is not in there, right?
You're not in the right spot. Where are you at, bud? 17. Oh, I wonder what happened there. I'll bump you up here.
Because I added in late after you already.
Oh, after organized.
Already did organ.
Okay, no problem. Got you right there. Okay, Tat, you're up. Asia.
Really, so Tat's saying this, everybody. I got a really dumb idea. Don't breathe any of this. If I move away from them, I don't have to disengage at this point, do I?
No. Well,
You said
Yeah.
10 foot reach.
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Then I'll disengage. Back up 30 feet.
Okay.
Ah, ghost!
He shit out a ghost. Yoink. Oops, sorry. Didn't I was yanking you at the same time you were.
He gave up the ghost, guys.
Actually, let's do this to you. I'm gonna put you on the top. That way that way you can move like on the top of people. Okay. So anyway, Tat, you disengage. You move out of melee range from these guys. What would you like to do?
Once I am 30 feet away. I'm 30 feet away, which is off the map. I am going to reach into my pack, and I'm going to pull out a flask that I made this week. Wait for Olin to throw it.
Okay, so
Put it at their face.
okay, if you're reaching in to grab one that's not, like I said, you guys have one at the ready, one potion at the ready. Everything else is in your pack, and you will have to take an action to get in there and get it. Do you? Unless you had a.
Well, it would have been. It would have been the. I had it already because I don't have any healing potions or any other potions with
Okay,
me.
that's fine then. If that's your one at the ready, that so you just grab it off your gear and you okay. You tell Olin what?
Throw it at this one at its face, and stick the effect of the flask onto him.
Ooh, okay.
Yep. You have it stick to him.
Now, just from a meta standpoint, you're probably gonna want to tell him to move closer because you guys are 30 feet through forest, through thick forest. So your visibility without incurring some kind of disadvantage or something, you're probably looking at say 20 feet would probably be reliable.
Okay. Well,
I
if I knew 20 feet would be, then I would upping like here, more closer. So that I don't want Olin to have to move me on his turn.
Mm-hmm.
To throw.
Okay. Well, yeah, you can even move farther away than that if you want, because you're 10 feet away from him right now. You would move. I don't want you to waste it. Move out of reach and then back in reach. That wouldn't.
I'll stop 20 feet away from this.
Sure.
This
Okay.
guy.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And any bonus action, Tat?
Yeah. Not yet. No.
Okay. Okay, Miss, you're up.
This looks bad. I wanna cast a new spell, but I don't know who to use it on.
Because he can use my initiative while he's possessing me.
Honestly, it really doesn't matter because we both go, and there's no gorillas between us. You see what I'm saying?
Because the gorillas will get a chance. Well, I guess that's true. Yeah.
So, because there's no enemies between us, it'll be fine. No worries.
I still don't know who to use this on. I definitely want to use it on myself.
You go, girl. You go.
Alright. It has said that, I guess it will be Sisian. Or Stefan.
So what are you using on him?
I'm gonna twin a haste.
Ooh. We're going to bust out some haste. Okay. All right.
So haste gives me a bonus, a second action.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the second target's myself. So that gives me another action, which I will use to disengage and run away. Because I don't do well when I am not, well, alive.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay.
I will run very far off the map.
Okay. So you said you and Sisian? Or you and Stefan?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, Stefan, you feel this surge of energy run through you. Beautifully timed before your turn. So pew! Miss, you take off into the bush.
I am 30 feet away from Ghost and Ted.
I'll tell you what I could do here. Since it's not really that viable, or not that important to have that so small, there you go. Let's get back on
I
there.
could have run further, but I think this is the... How far? Oh, actually, never mind. That would be better. Yeah, I think here looks reasonably safe for now.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's.
Or actually, no, that leaves me like within the clear line.
Yeah, just remember. Yeah, just remember. You guys and them. You're gonna get like 20. I'd say 20 or 25 feet of before you away from these creatures before you start accruing like partial cover at least, as just from the thick foliage and trees and shit through this forest.
Is there any like movement speed hindrance for us?
In this area up here, yes. Where you're at, where you went down here, no, it's a little lighter. So no, you guys haven't been in an area that's gonna cause you like, you know, half movement or anything. But up in this area, oh.
Okay, so well, I don't have any.
Yeah, like up here is all.
Yeah, no bonus actions for now.
Okay.
And
Okay. Arash, what you got going on?
Good. I am going to I'm gonna disengage
Okay.
and move maybe right there.
Okay.
And then I don't think I have anything as a. Oh, I'm gonna bonus action heal myself. That's what I'm gonna do. See. I'm gonna spend 1 healing light on myself.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And that'll be then my turn.
The bright healing power that you've been given
Yes.
flows
indeed.
through you. Flows through you. Ever so gently. Okay. Stefan, you're up.
Shall I lay my staff?
Okay.
Bonus
Charging up.
action. I'm gonna start chanting,
Okay.
and I'm gonna use my hasted action to do 1 weapon attack on this asshole grappling me.
Okay. A 12 is, or 10 is not going to hit, but a 12, stand by. Let me double check. Yeah, 12 is not going to hit.
Alright. I will let the mount act independently, so it can choose what to do. I'm not gonna control it.
Okay. Ah, damn.
I
Stefan,
am friends with it.
yeah, do me a favor. Look me up the mounted rules, if you would, please.
I'll post them
Whenever you
right
have
here.
time.
In chat, or
Yeah, just let me
send them to you.
just read them to me. I have a rough
Alright.
remembrance of the mounted rules.
If I'm controlling it, it can only take the dash, disengage, or dodge action. If I place no restrictions on it, an independent mount can do whatever it wants, where it could flee, it could rush into combat, or devour a badly injured foe. Otherwise, it usually acts against my wishes.
Okay. So, yep, I'm definitely taking into consideration your relationship with this fella. Let's see here. How about what was he? Damn it, I didn't save the page. I think he's at war. I think it's under war, Ostrich. If I'm not mistaken. Which I could be mistaken because I don't see it. I wonder if it's under bird. Or just ostrich. Oh. Oh, wow. That would help if I was in the right fucking book. Holy shit. Alright, okay, so initially he's going to like look a little panicked, and then he's going to try to lunge at the one that struck you. And he's going to try to dig his talons into the gorilla creature and not die. That's going to be at the top of the list. Little fucker's going to try not to die. Come on, dude, where are you? Well, I'm not so sure that he's going to be able to do anything. We're just gonna give him an attack. Let's just do a basic attack because I can't find this yet. Oh yeah, he's got a hit. So the ostrich squawks, does a squawk, and then hold on, just hold on, as he's got to leap up and do like a fucking not a roundhouse, but he's gonna do like some kind of crazy ostrich jump kick, and do an animal handling check for me, please, because he's not giving you any pretense to this. Okay, yeah. So you kind of sense by the tensing of its muscles what's going to happen, and it jumps up, and you hold on to it easy enough, and it's going to do. We're just going to put it the same damage as the other thing. So it's going to do 9 damage to the one that struck you, and then it's going to hop back down on its feet, and it's going to tense up again, and it's going to await its next maneuver. Okay, Navnik, you're up.
Let's see. Navnik is going to. He's going to fly off of Varesh up into the air.
Okay.
20 feet. And which one just got hit? This one?
Yes, that one. Yep.
Okay, he's going to fire a scorching ray at that one.
Oh, there it is. Ooh, okay. Navnik opens up. Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. Navnik opens up his mouth, and a little fire starts building up in it. And the...
A 24, a 13, and a 15.
Okay. The little lantern dragonette just fires off its barrage of scorching ray attacks. The first one hits, the middle one misses, and the last one hits. Just barely. And
You can roll a d4.
Oh yeah.
Oh, am I blessed?
Yeah, you're in my word.
Yeah, chanting. He has
okay.
chanting up. You're in his the world. Yeah. So chanting is pretty much like bless and bane at the same time.
15, so that hits.
Yes, I will. Yep. So all 3 rays hit.
So 20 fire damage.
Okay.
And that will be the end of his turn.
Very nice. Okay, so. Okay, so yeah. Navnik fires off his barrage. The little flames fire and starts smacking the ape creature in the chest. And he takes all 4 of his arms and starts patting out the little fires that are starting in his chest area. And he looks around. He looks up and he sees Navnik. Kind of growls a little bit, and then looks back at Stefan on top of the ostrich that struck him. Okay, and Olin, you're up.
I'm gonna toss this potion thing like it wow, I just had a thought and I just lost it. Wow. Never mind. I'm gonna throw this potion thing at this gorilla.
Okay. Yeah, you look down through Tat's eyes at this potion that he told you to chuck, and yeah, sure. Go ahead and do an attack roll.
Tat, if you'd be so kind as to do an attack roll. It's still your arm.
Ooh, easy enough. So you chuck it through the air, and it smashes the creature right in the face. Now, Tat, go ahead and read the effects of that for me, please.
Of course. I'm accessing my.
Yep. Yeah, no problem. I know. I know it wasn't handy.
That never happens.
Time. What are you talking about? You create a thick, roiling mass of gray clouds in a 10-foot radius sphere around a point you can see. Creatures inside the cloud can't breathe, and fires inside the cloud are extinguished. The cloud also prevents other air-based phenomenon, such as stinking cloud spells or a troglodyte stench from affecting those inside it. This spell on a creature when you cast it, or throw this flask. The creature must make a Constitution saving throw. Cloud moves with it. If it succeeds, the spell or the whatever is centered on a spot just behind the target. Is heavily obscured. It lasts for the duration or until a wind of moderate or greater force dispels it.
Okay, so 10 foot. And let me go to advance so you guys can see the aura. Okay. Really, is that all the darker that is? I put black, man. I put black. Oh well. So anyway, okay. So there's the aura. He has to make a con save. What's the DC? What is it?
We're gonna pass.
What was the DC?
Oh, 13. Yeah, 1-3.
Oh. Okay. So oh shit. So I centered it on him and I didn't need to. F. Okay, so it lands right behind him, and it stays there, but it's still it heavily obscures it. So it's essentially got to be like the darkness spell, except for it suffocates you if you go in. Let's see here. Crapola.
To see us either.
Yeah. So that's. I mean, it's going to obscure any. Let's put a smoke grenade. I wonder if we have a grenade. Let's check for grenade. The little grenade token. Oh, that cute little goblin with a bomb. Wow. So cute. Grenade. So we'll have the grenade with the... let's make it something cool, like red. Grenade with a red 10-foot radius effect. Right behind him is like right here. Okay. So you throw it and it's like a smoke grenade. It smashes into a tree. Right behind.
Hit in his face.
But doesn't it
we
say
hit him in the face.
But doesn't it say the cloud is behind him?
Okay.
Because what Matthew's doing.
Go ahead and read that. I'm definitely.
For this spell on a creature, when you cast it, the creature must make a con saving throw. If it fails, the cloud moves with it. If it succeeds, it's centered on a point just behind them. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right. I'll be quiet. Listen to the DM. He's always right.
No, it's oof, that's far from fucking true. Now you're just spitting lies. Okay, so we'll say it smashes him in the face, but like the contents of it don't actually start roiling out until the flask lands behind him. We'll say that. So let's give him a D6 of flask damage to the face. You can pick either slashing or bludgeoning, depending on whether you want it to break open over his face or hit his face and then smash off a tree and break behind it. It doesn't matter.
Bludgeoning, because then it makes more sense the flask survive to land.
There we go.
3 bludge.
3 bludge to the face. Okay. So -3. Okay.
+3. +3.
Oh, that's right. You give him additional damage. Okay, so we'll do -6 damage. Okay, so yeah, you throw the flask with the cool new liquid that you created out of the plants that you harvested during adventure, and it just doesn't. You picked too good of a flask, and maybe some thinner glass next time. It smashes over his face, and you see his eyes get wide with fury. Maybe these guys aren't used to a whole lot of pain, considering they might be at the top of the food chain, but it bounces off his face and lands down and smashes against a tree on its way past him. And although it lands right behind him, and you lose sight of him in this immediate sort of bubble of misty vapor stuff. You can kind of see his shape in there, but you lose all definition of him. Okay.
Oh, at convinces Owen to pull out, but he's like, notes, thinner glass. Yes, if we survive this, good research notes.
See, you're at least you're getting something out of this. Okay, so anything else, Owen?
No, sir, that's it.
Okay. Okay, who's next? Gorilla time. He's heavily obscured, so he can't see out either. So I'm going to cut his movement in half because he's going to take a second bumbling to get out of this mess. He's going to get out. He's going to look around. He's going to see the ostrich and Ryder next to him. He's going to see the other one is already on that. We don't want to ruffle any feathers. So he's going to go down here. He's going to kind of wave off or shake off the last of his confusion, and his eyes get clearer, and he looks at both of you. Now, Aresh, are you on Navnik's square, or is he in a different square now?
No, Navnik is on a different square.
Okay.
He's up in the air.
Okay.
He's like 20 feet up in the air.
Okay. Okay, so he's up in the trees, so he's not really.
Yeah.
They're not really paying any mind to him, and I guess it's gonna be Tat. He reaches out, Tat, and he's going to try to punch you in the noggin. First punch. 19. Does it hit?
The D4 for.
Oh yeah,
D3
the minus D4. 16. Does it hit?
16 does not.
Hooray! Okay, he swings at you. What the? That should have hit him. Goes with the left, the top left. Swing! Oh, that's going to be a miss. Minus 3. Yeah, so it's a miss. It's like 10. The second one. What the hell's going on here? Ugh. Good old tactic. He's going to move in 5 more feet and try to grab you with his lower left arm. I need an opposed athletics or acrobatics check as the large 4-armed gorilla creature comes in for a nice snuggle.
That's not good.
You not only aren't able to dodge it, you actually start losing your footing on some kind of root underneath your foot, and you whoa. He actually catches you out of kindness of his heart from falling, not knowing strategically that would be better for him to punch you on the ground, but he catches you by the arm with his lower arm, and he starts pulling you in closer, and he's going to go for that last punch. He's going to go right into the ribs. Now he has you grappled. He's going to go nice little rib shot. Let's see, minus 3, so that's 24, 21.
Yes.
And a hefty hook comes up into your rib cage for 9 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled. That is his turn. The other gorilla monster creature thing, 4-armed gorilla monster creature thing, looks at you, Stefan. It has you grappled, and it's going to lift you off the bird. As it lifts you off the bird, I'm going to say the ostrich is going to get an attack of opportunity. It just seems appropriate that it's going to leave the gorilla creature very vulnerable. So he's going to take an attack of opportunity, which is going to hit. And what did I give him for damage? What does he have? I did find his sheet finally. It was in the ends because it was like a sub thing for a different race. Okay. You know what? We're going to give him enhanced. He's just going to have this because I like that roll. For 10. 10 piercing? No. 10 bludgeoning. That doesn't make any sense. We're going to call that piercing. For 10 piercing damage as he starts pecking at this thing's chest, and it's taking little bits of flesh from the gorilla's chest as the gorilla's lifting you off of it, and you can see like little pieces of flesh flying. It's trying to shred it as it pecks down. So 10. The gorilla starts growling in pain, and it lifts you off and plummets you down into the ground. poof, with its hand that it had you grappled in. You are now prone. I'm going to make that take 2 of its attacks. One to pull you over, and another one to slam you down. And he's going to try to take his last 2 attacks against you, kind of nudging the ostrich out of its way, and it's going to try to do a little ground and pound on you. Just 1-2 punch, both with advantage because you are now prone. Actually, no. I'm going to make him do a shove attack to make you do prone. So I'm not just going to give it to him. Here's a shove attack. Oh, yeah, that's not going to make it. No.
I think he made it.
Oh, it's opposed?
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
It's athletics versus acro.
Okay. I was thinking it was an attack roll. Okay. Yeah, because even with the -3... Yeah, okay. Duh. I'm dumb. So yeah, he slams you down into the ground. Not enough to damage you, but he pins you down, and he's like looming over you now. It's all all the light that has come through the forest canopy is shadowed in his presence over top of you, and he just smiles, and that fucking drool is like dripping down out of his mouth onto your armor, the chest of your armor, and he's like, and he begins to try to wail on you. Both attacks with advantage. Was it 20 -3, 17, and not 17. So 17 for the first attack.
It just misses.
Okay, so he tries to punch you with his right, with his upper right arm, and it lands like right next to your head, and you can feel the vibration on the back of your head as it hits the earth and leaves a little indent right beside you. And he immediately follows up with the left. That's 18. Oh, and a nat 20 for 25. And the second punch, unfortunately, he has a little more control over now, because now he's leaning on that arm that he just hit the ground. So now he has like 3 points of contact, and he's gonna take that left and like try to bop you in the face with it.
Stop critting him.
Yeah, I know, for him too. For 13 points of bludgeoning damage. And oh yeah,
right.
It's a beautiful con save though. You still manage to keep your concentration up, and he's really has you pinned down, and he's wailing on you. Next round with more attacks, it's not good. But just kill him. That's all you got to do. And that's their turn. So Tat, you see the one come towards you, and he's trying to beat you down. You see the other one rip Stefan off of the ostrich and slam him down to the ground. Shit doesn't look good over there either. What would you like to do?
So, take the end of my thunder cannon, and the one that's approaching me, I'm going to shove it into his nose.
Okay.
That's the size of a halfling.
Yeah. The cannon fills up his nostril. Okay.
Like,
Well, actually, I'll wait till your. Okay, I was gonna say I'll wait till your attack roll, but yes. See, yeah, you put it right in the thing's face, and it's like, whoo! Does that comical realization of, oh shit, I'm getting shot in the face. Is that an additional 3 damage? Olin?
That's only when I attack.
Oh, it's when you attack. Okay, so 17 damage total. As you fire off in his face, as its head flies back out of the sheer force and thunder that comes out of your cannon. It wasn't quite point blank at the nostril, but it was right above it, and you can see that he has a deep gash and a scorch mark, but he reaches up and pulls out the actual bullet itself and looks at it for a second, and blood starts to run out of the gaping gash in his face, but it didn't manage to even get through the bone. These things must have a pretty hardy skeleton. And he throws the bullet to the ground and looks at you with a nice new marred face, and a sense of fury kind of flushes through his eyes as he looks at you.
okay, this might have been... maybe this wasn't thought out. I am going to bonus action attack is so high it doesn't matter. I'm good for now. turn.
Okay. Where are we at here? 30. Okay. Oh, okay. So you're just okay. You're just standing your ground with your gun held out in front of you, like, haha. Shit. Miss, you're up. Hiding in the bushes.
Indeed, I am. Who else has been hit? Other than it's been Todd and
But Tat's been Tat took a couple clips. I think Aresh, you got hit at the beginning too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Aresh got hit a little bit.
I'm not doing too bad though.
Okay. And Stefan is pinned down to the ground up there.
so is anyone bloodied?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
Yes.
Coming out his mouth.
It is bloodied.
Yeah, they're hurt. They're definitely both hurt.
Well then, since I'm not that far away from you, I will move up, and then that's 50 feet. That's enough. So I will move up and use whatchamacallit, cure wounds.
Okay.
And I'll do that at level 2.
Okay. Rush up, medic. Got your hands held out. La, da, 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 da.
Is that? Hey.
14.
All right. So, Tat, you
God. Oh, that's good.
feel this gentle healing.
And then I disengage out again.
Okay.
And that is it.
Okay. Pew, pew. In and out. So yeah, Tat, you get this
Medic,
quick
run
love,
up, heal, get out.
quick loving healing, and then poof, it's gone. The sensation's gone, leaving you wanted again. Wanting again.
Point.
Okay, Arash, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to back a little bit further away from this gorilla thing. And I'm going to fire off 2 Eldritch Blasts at him.
Okay. Oh, those both hit. Oh.
For 6 and 4 force damage.
Okay, 10 total.
Is Tat still looking pretty bad?
No, Tat's almost to full now, so I'm good for now.
How about Stefan? How you looking, Stefan?
Oh, he's half bloodied.
Okay, I'm gonna send you 2 healing lights for 7 HP.
I feel the healing. Thank you.
Coursing through his veins. Yeah. So good. A little divine help.
A little bit of that divine help, and that's the end of a rush turn.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that's right. Your 2 weeks are up, by the way. We're going to tie that up a little later. That a little thing we were talking about before. You know, little prophecy, little some shit going on.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that 2 weeks has been up. Just remind me later. Okay, Stefan, you're up.
All right, Vestlin, help me take this creature's life, please.
Okay.
Can I use my hasted action to attempt to escape this grapple?
Sure. Absolutely.
I'll try and do that.
Okay. Yeah, this thing is huge. I mean, his hand wraps. It's pretty much your entire torso is in King Kong's hand right now.
I'll poke him with disadvantage with my main action.
Oh, that's still good though. Good. Ooh, and decent damage too. Okay, so you manage to wiggle your arm out and you smash him. And yeah, the thunder. Does he take the thunder damage now? Yeah, he takes it now, and
yes.
Additionally if he moves, right?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, you smack him, and he's he kind of looks a little dizzy there for a second. How much is that? 14.
The +3 from the curse.
Oh, okay. So we'll make that 17. Stand by. Okay, he's when you managed to sneak that attack in, he was definitely not expecting you to be able to do that, especially after you were unsuccessful wiggling free. So you sneak that one in right to the side of like the underside of his jaws, his massive jaw, and you hear a crack. And you see blood coming out of his ear, his left ear. He's not looking too good. He's kind of slow blinking at you for a second. He reacquires and refocuses, but he's looking injured.
It's also the ostrich's turn as well.
Okay. You know what? Let's see what he does here. If a rideless ostrich jumps at least 10 feet and lands within 5 feet of a creature, it has advantage on attacks against that creature this turn. Well, I'm going to have him back up to, like... He's going to back up a little bit and then... Oop, shit. He's not going to back up that way. He's got to come over here. So he's not getting in the target range of... he already is, isn't he? Alright. He's going to do it anyway. He's going to try to jump on the shoulders. Since this gorilla is looming over you, it's kind of hunched over. And he's going to crouch down, back up, crouch down, and do a battle leap onto the shoulders of this gorilla. And he's going to have to take an attack of opportunity for it, unfortunately. Yay! Shit roll. Are we back at a different turn? No,
Yeah, it's still -3.
Okay, so -3. Okay, so that's going to be... Yeah, that's not going to make it. Sweet. So the other creature kind of tries to backhand it while it's dealing with Tat, and yeah, misses. It's just kind of a you know, just trying to get him. What'd you call him? Pretty Bird? Pretty Bird is going to try to jump up on this thing's shoulders and start lashing at it while it's over top of you. Yes. See, he successfully leaps up on, and he uses the long talons on the back of his legs and just squats down so that they dig into the back of this creature. Dealing...
Doesn't it have an advantage?
No, because he's not prone. But it does get the +3. Oh, for the attack roll. Never mind, he didn't need it.
I thought you meant for the leap.
Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah. That's what that was for. Yeah. So Yeah. Okay, let's go to another one just in case it's not. Okay. Oh well. You never know.
I was looking at him run.
Yeah. No, good looking. So he jumps up. He deals seven piercing damage for his first attack, and he actually gets 2 attacks, though the modifier is garbage. But with the help of Chant, that will help. He's going to try to dig his... He's going to try to dig his other talon into him. Oh, advantage. Fuck. 6, 4 is 10. 10 plus 3 is 13. That's not enough. As he begins to try to dig the other talon on the other leg into this creature's shoulder, the gorilla reaches up behind him and smacks the leg that's getting ready to dig down in him. Fortunately, the ostrich manages to maintain his balance, and he's on this gorilla's back, and its mouth is wide open, and it's doing kind of a hiss. I don't know if any of you have ever seen some birds, especially birds of prey, will do kind of they open their mouth and make kind of like a hissing sound, and he's doing that as he's like looking down with malicious glee and digging its talons into the back of the gorilla. He manages to keep his balance, but the gorilla is trying to shake him off. That is his turn, and Navnik is up, flying up, surveying the battle.
Right.
What is Navnik doing?
Navnik's going to descend a little bit and start flying around this gorilla's head here.
Okay.
And just try to be a pain in the ass and give...
Okay. Ding, 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 ding. Cool.
And that's what he's going to do.
Okay. Yep, you're helping, giving the next attack disadvantage? Or advantage? Advantage. Whoa, my bad. He's helping the gorilla. Okay. Excellent. Olin, you're up.
Olin is going to exit Tat's body in the same fashion he normally does, through the ground, 20 feet over, up 5 feet.
Sure.
He's going to be here. That's gonna be his move. His action is going to be taking butt sword and sticking it up the butt of this gorilla over here that's got that.
It's got double cheeks, you know. Okay, so you as your poltergeist power, you focus and lift the sword off of Tat's back, the great sword, and it flies through the air, affectionately known as the butt sword. Oh, between the cheeks, the magical attack.
It's because it has more ass cheeks, so it's easier to hit.
That's
in the
true.
Butt. That's why it's great.
That's a whole lot of ass to aim at.
So that's what, 21 damage?
22 damage. And then your additional... Wait, do you get additional 3, or is that just when you're haunting somebody, or possessing somebody?
Whenever I attack, it's an additional 3.
Okay, so 25 damage.
No, the additional 3 is already added in.
Oh, it is? Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so 22
22.
damage. Shit. Okay.
And then my bonus action is trying to possess this guy.
Ooh, okay. Hold on, let me do some tallies here. And
That was the perfect time.
okay. Okay, so what does he have to do? Charisma save, something like that?
It's a charisma save, yeah.
Okay. So you in ghost form, you do your awesome butt sword attack, flying great sword through the air, stabs that thing right in the chest. The gorilla panics and is immediately trying to get the sword out of its chest, but you are holding it there with your poltergeist telekinesis, and you avert your attention from that and begin to try to possess the gorilla creature next to you. So he's going to do his charisma save, which I'm sure is not. Why didn't that work? Not great. Ah, balls. Hold on, it might be negative. I doubt that much, but it might be negative. Document. Oh, come on. What was it?
Well, let me help you out. It would have to be a -6 in order to... unless he gets a negative for the chant.
Is it saves? No, I think it's just... Is it saves or just attacks and skills?
Saves and attacks.
Ooh. There we go. Okay, so he gets a -3. I don't think he has a negative... I'll have to look it up in here. Son of a bitch. Stand by.
-3 puts it at 16.
Oh, that's why. That is why. Frustratingly inefficient at reading my documents. Okay. Charisma at -1.
Minus the other thing as well, because chanting.
Yeah, but that's a -3. Yeah, that's
So that is.
what's the
I
DC?
failed. It's only 14. I failed.
Oh.
I tried.
Okay, so you try to hop on this creature, and it's still hardy enough, hardy and aware enough to see you doing it, and it kind of reels away a little bit, and you try to hop in, but it's still too strong. You know what? I would give you advantage on something like that if they were like really low in hit points. Kind of like most RPG games, you know, you gotta wait to do shit like that when they're low in hit points.
Oh my
You
god.
know what I should have done?
Pokemon.
What's
You know
that?
what I should have done? I have an ability that allows me to enter people without them knowing. I should have done that.
Wow. Yeah. Well, you can go ahead. What does it do? What's the stipulations?
I make a stealth check,
Mhm.
and it is contested by their wisdom perception check. If I succeed, okay, never mind. They still have to make the saving throw. Never mind. Forget it.
Okay, so it's
Never
just to flavor it so that they don't know.
Yeah, so basically I can
Okay.
sneak
So-
into places and whatnot.
Ooh, that's great for RP.
yeah.
That's great for RP implications.
Yeah, I
so
can
you
make people
still
do
have
things
to
weird.
make so they still have to make the charisma save.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just a way to do it without being detected. That would be awesome. Okay, so boy, I can imagine that in some like heavy RP, like intrigue games, political games and shit. Oh, screw all
Make
kinds.
someone kill like the president or whatever.
Yeah, screw all
Or
kinds.
the king or something.
Screw all kinds of pooches on that.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else? I'm guessing not.
No.
Monk.
I was hoping if it did fail to give the gorilla another target, maybe, but we'll see how that happens.
Yeah, we'll see how that plays out.
Trying to save Sissy or
we're-
Stefan.
The other one's gonna go first because it is highly motivated with a hole in its face. So
And its chest.
yeah, well, yeah. Oh, that's right, the sword. Yeah, so it pulls your sword out of its chest and it throws it down on the ground. Tink, 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 and
Shouldn't have done that.
it looks at its hole in its chest. Its blood starting to run down its stomach and down at the fur on its legs, and it looks up at you, Tat, and it kind of looks around a little, like for a second, and then just settles on you as the target. Because it has you, it has you grappled already. It's already lover-like. It is also. I mean, all right, it makes sense. It's going to do a shove attack to try to throw you on the ground. Opposed athletics or acrobatics to avoid going prone. Oof.
Ah! 3.
This is fuck.
I thought the natural 20 was me. It just took forever for it to queue through. I
You
got a
thought-
6.
I wondered why you went,
Fuck.
huh?
Like, yes, you got a 19, I got a 20. Victory for Tat.
Yeah.
No, slow internet for Tat.
Oh, lovely. So this gorilla does much the same thing. Takes the arm hand it had you grappled in, and slams you down to the ground. Your head jerks back. You're uninjured, but you are in a bad spot as he readies his assault of arms to attack you. First attack. First punch. It's like a gangbang. First punch. New round. Okay. Yeah. So -2. What's that? So 22 for the first punch. So you see this much like a freaking octopus, all these arms flailing around, and then you notice that they're all coming down at you. The first one hits you in the chest. Boof. 6 bludgeoning damage. The second one. Ooh, there we go. That might not hit. Oh wait, no, it's advantage, not disadvantage. Fuck. 19 minus 2, 16. Does a 16 hit? Or 17. Does a 17 hit?
17 ties my armor class.
Fuck. Alright. Second
Meter beat. Faith.
Yeah. Second blow. 7 damage to your right rib cage.
Am I the tank?
The third attack is going to be 20. Was it 4? Yeah, 24 minus 2, so 22. The other side of your rib cage for an additional 6 bludgeoning damage. So you this rain of punches, lands down on you, and you're just on the ground, and yeah, shit's not good.
Right side Tat, you rolled shit for damage.
Consolation.
Optimism. That's true. Two nat 1s on the damage and a 2. So there is that, right? Optimism.
Shit out of me.
So I think he is going to, seeing that you're trying to fuck with him, and I think the gorilla creature by you is going to try to take a backhanded swipe at you just to see if it's possible. Oof, that's not gonna hit. 13 and minus 2, so 11. I'm sure that doesn't hit. So it swipes through you. Looks back down at. Wait, Stefan, did you roll out? Or are you just?
No,
Okay.
I'm still stuck.
Okay. Okay, that's right. Yeah, because he's not.
Bring it
on,
on.
he's not on you. So he.
Actually, Kyle, got a question for you.
Sure. What you got?
Can I allow it to hit?
What?
Can I allow it to hit?
I don't think so. He has nothing to hit, does he?
Oh, then I'm fine. Save yourself.
Can you solidify yourself
I mean, I can take hits.
from bludgeoning damage?
Yeah, I just take half damage from all that shit.
Oh, you can take hits? Well, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know. I thought you were like kind of incorporeal that you couldn't take regular hits, regular slashing.
No, I take half damage from all hits like that. I'm immune to the grappled condition, exhausted, so on and so forth. But yeah, I take regular hits just like everybody else. I just take half damage.
Okay, cool. Okay. I mean, yeah, you can allow it if you want.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Why not?
Okay. So he hits you, and it's just kind of like a probing strike with a backhand. He hits you for. Oof. So 13, so six bludgeoning damage, and it was kind of a cursory hit, but then he notices that it connected. Kind of stands up a little straighter, and he's going to try to take. He can only take 2 more attacks because he's got Stefan grappled with the other. Oh, actually no. First, he's going to try to swat this bird off his back as he's standing up. Let's see if he can do that. Yes, he can. Fuck. Let me check his life. Let me check his poor little birdie life. No. Don't take out the friend. Don't take. He was useful. Don't get rid of him. It was cool when he killed when the assholes were killed, but I don't want him to die. Oh, okay. Wow, he's got decent hit points, especially for that CR.
You could have pulled the card.
Yeah, he could have pulled the card. Let's see here. So he has 42 hit points. So what is that? 12. So
More than me. That's what it is.
I know. It was a CR half with 42 hit points. That's pretty sweet. Although he's got a shit armor class. Okay, so yeah, he backhands the bird as he's standing up off of him. As the bird flies down next to him. And kind of hits the ground, thuds next to you, Stefan. The bird, you look over, and it's kind of like Deadpool in the first movie when he's looking over at his girlfriend laying on the ground. He's not going to do the whole hand gestures, and there's no cartoons floating around his face. But he lands down next to you. The bird hits the ground, and the gorilla stands up to almost full height. He has to hunch just a little bit because his bottom arm it barely reaches Stefan, and he going to try to strike you with his other strike. On.
Okay.
That is 17 minus 2, 15. Does 15 hit?
No.
Nice. So he
16.
He whiffs over at you, and for a miss, you actually dodge this one, and he's like, ooh, he sees that there's a potential for prey here. That's kind of okay. Okay, yeah,
There's
sure.
nothing to eat.
Yeah, he doesn't quite get that yet. I think he's pretty fucking dumb. Let me check how dumb he is. Let's gauge the dumb. 8. Okay, so he's not completely dumb, but I mean he is an alpha.
Wrong, Olin. There's soul food.
Yeah.
Leave.
Ba-dum-bum.
Get out.
Very nicely done, sir.
Okay,
Is
so
that deep fried?
so he yep, he tries to bash you and misses. That's their turn. Tat. Here's looking up, kid.
Sweet. I'm prone on the ground against this guy, right?
Mm-hmm. Prone and
My
grappled.
gun at him.
Okay. You
Sweet.
take
Shoot
your
him in the
weary
face.
hand.
Hey, ape thing. I don't know what your taxonomy is yet.
Grape ape. Ooh, a 15 hits.
Go away.
Even with, well, I mean, you got plus 2 as well, but 15 hits.
God damn
For
dirty
18 damage.
Up with half my movement.
Well, hold on a sec. Hold on.
Okay.
So what would you like to happen as you put the gun up in his face and you're going to kill it? I mean, you just want to go for the nostril kill. I mean, last time you were aiming for it and it didn't quite hit exactly how you wanted to.
Tat's going to. He's like, he's looking him in the eyes, and he's like, he can't think of anything pithy because he's lost too much blood, and so he lets the gun track lower down till it's aiming at his crotch, and then he fires.
You blew his gorilla dick off. Okay, so you, boom, and there is a nice whole bridged out area where his junk used to be, and you just see like blood and at the bottom of his intestines and shit just flop out through his crotch, and he falls over deader than shit, and he is dead. Blech.
Let's take your skull back to my lab and figure out what you're related to.
Good, I could use that.
So yeah, he's dead. He falls over like almost on top of you. You almost get what would have been a mutant gorilla teabag. Fortunately, you use like you kind of backhand him with your gun as he's falling on you, and he falls to the side of you. You're
I
still
will stand back up.
okay.
Good. Let's help out Stefan, guys. And he's just gonna stand right there and then sit back down.
Okay.
That's his turn.
Okay. Okay, Miss, you're up.
I do want to help Stefan get out of his grapple, but does that mean I have to stay there to like use the aid or the help action?
Yeah, you have
I'm
to.
fine. Just kill it, guys.
Yeah, you have to go within 5 feet of the creature you want to use your help against, if that's what you're doing.
Yeah, but I have to stay there.
You don't have to. You can move back out, although it can reach you.
Not if I disengage.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. I forgot you have the extra action too. Let's take a look at the help action. Target gains advantage on the next ability check it makes to perform. So you don't even have to get within reach of this creature, I don't think, because it's maybe 10 feet. Yeah. Never mind. I forgot he has actual reach. Advantage. Yeah. Okay. Because you can give him advantage on his check to get out. But
That's fine though.
either way you do
Stefan
it.
says he's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, either way I get it. I got it. Well, Stefan says he's fine. Just kill the thing. So that's what I'm gonna attempt to do.
Okay.
So I shall summon. Let's see. Can I do it here? Yes, I can. So over here, in this spot, I summon my spirit weapon.
Oh, okay.
Just use the grenade.
Nope. It has missed, but it is summoned.
Okay. We're gonna make it a child.
That's creepy.
Next, I will fire bolt. Actually, what's the aura's range? Is it 20 feet for chanting? What?
30 feet.
So, okay, I will move so that I am within chanting's range.
Mm-hmm.
So that was 20 feet of movement. Okay, and then I will firebolt.
Okay. Can you move closer so that you don't get like it doesn't get a bonus for partial cover?
I could. How is it?
Just
25?
25. Yeah, 25 is fine. I don't want it to be too close, but it's got to be shit. Okay. So, okay, let's see here. Fire. Yeah, 22 hits. 9 fire damage. Okay.
And then I will also pull out a crossbow and shoot it as the second attack action, because the spirit weapon was the bonus action.
Okay. Yep. Sure. Mm-hmm. Okay, 18 hits as well. A volley.
Rolling so bad.
Okay.
Anyways, so this is where I back out again. Job's done, right?
Okay. So,
So this time, since there's only one left, I just move like away from it like that.
okay. You hit it with the firebolt, which was nice. It was a nice hit. And then the light crossbow happened to actually sink into the side of its neck, and it instinctively reached up and yanked it out. Unfortunately, when it yanked it out, a small stream of blood is starting to squirt out of its neck every time it pumps through his body. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Arash. Arash, you're up.
Resh is gonna step right over here. Get a better line of sight on the gorilla that's over here. And he's gonna pull a ball of energy out of his lantern and fire off a guiding bolt.
Okay. Move one closer. Move up to 25 feet within it. Okay. Yep. 15 hits, even without the bonus.
Or 17.
17
damage, radiant
Okay.
damage.
Okay. How do you want to down this fucker?
Just gonna, as he's like beating his chest and like going to hit something and like growling or whatever, I'm just gonna aim it right for his mouth and just have him just swallow this radiant bolt.
Okay, sure, yeah. The bolt of radiant damage flies through the trees, and yeah, he's kind of he yells out in pain as he pulls the bolt that missed just shot into his neck, and the blood's shooting out of his neck, and and as he's moaning in pain, you hit him right in the fucking mouth, and just shoots into his mouth. Knocks out a couple of his teeth on the way through and blows out the back of his head, and you can see like the hole through his head for that brief second before he falls over, and he hits the ground with a thud. Stefan, you feel his hand go limp around you, and as he hits the ground, and he is dead, bleh, on the ground, and we're out of combat.
Okay, well, since we're out of combat, I'm gonna see how people react when this happens. No, just kidding.
Dun, dun.
I was gonna jump back in a gorilla and make it stand back up.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Ostrich. Oh, we should be friends forever.
We're out of combat, so I end my spell, and then Stefan will feel like this wave of lethargy.
Oh, I'm stunned for a round.
Stunned? I thought you were just exhausted or something.
No, it's just like it makes you miss your next action or
Okay.
like next turn, so
Huh.
it would only last like 6 seconds.
Okay.
Olin will hop back in his noble steed.
Bloop. Okay, you hop back into that. Okay, so you guys, yeah, the battle is over. You managed to whoop these gorilla monsters. What would you like to do?
I would like to cast Animal Friendship on this ostrich. Because he's a badass. Might want to keep him around in the future.
Okay. The heart is a bit that you can see, but then right.
If it's stupid enough.
Oh, it's stupid enough. Its intelligence is like 2. Yep. Wisdom saving throw be charmed by you for spell duration. What's the DC?
14.
Oh yeah, he misses. Oh wait, I don't know what his wisdom is. Guess I should check that first. He gets a +1. Come on, little birdie. He gets 0. So yeah, he fails.
Nice. We're
Okay.
best friends. We're gonna be best friends for a long time.
Okay. So he says to you, rabbit?
I will reach into my bag, give him some ration of dried meat.
Lady?
I mean, Stefan, there's an ape corpse there too.
You have a great point. I'll point to the thing, like sign language of him eating it.
No. Olin has. It was through the gorilla.
What'd you say, dude? You're breaking up.
I said no. Olin has the great. It's in the form of a great sword.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay. So, yeah, the bird goes over and sniffs the gorilla, and nope. Rabbit, lady.
This sounds good. I don't know about you guys, but I would like to rest for an hour.
I would also like to rest for an hour.
Okay, you guys wanna chill out here for an hour and regain some stuff?
While we're doing that
Alright.
rest, is it possible to see if any of these interesting components for weapons or armor?
Yeah, you can do an investigation, like a light activity. So yeah, you can just kind of browse over it and lift body parts up and look at it, and as long as you're just
You should seek the cleric's guidance.
Would you like some
Cleric's
guidance?
guidance.
Sure.
Very well. I will add a D3 to this.
You can add a
We're
D4
always
if you
looking
want.
for-
You don't have to add a D3. You can add a D4 if you
Oh
want.
yeah. Blood. I'm not responsible for the things I say. Ed, you're so good at this normally.
Wow, really? With a beautiful mod like that? Okay, so a 10.
+5, a blood loss.
Sure. You look over the creatures. What are you looking for? We'll see what you get.
I either like to know, is their hide really strong? Could I use their teeth or their claws and could I break them down and add them to a metal? Use the render for parts. I want to see if these gorillas can be used for parts as well.
Okay.
But
You can tell that this creature, it's called a gorillion, something like that. That this creature it's got nice hide. It's got decent hide. It's thick. It's like a bear hide. It's thicker. Like arrows and stuff aren't you typically, unless they hit a good spot. The hide will absorb most of that. But it's definitely no render. Its teeth, you could, like the tusks, its tusk, you could probably, I don't know, make like a small pickaxe or a spear with its tusk. Though its teeth don't look too particularly sharp or anything. How do I put it? They don't look any more useful than the Dracoth teeth. The Dracoth teeth look
Okay.
more vicious. This thing is like, most of its teeth are made for grinding. It does have the tusk, the fang-like tusks, but you can tell this thing is more like power rather than piercing.
I would need a gorillian entire muscular system from the whole package, not like any particular special properties about the teeth themselves.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you did shoot off one of the packages, but
I was going to make traditional medicine with it, but I was angry, so I stopped.
Okay. So yeah, other than that, you can tell by examining the holes in these that the bone density of it is they have good bone density. So they have thick, hardy bone structure. But other than that, there doesn't seem anything more useful than other creatures that you have readily available.
Looking to make the highest quality weapons, so I will pass on harvesting these creatures for now till I find something that more suitable to my needs. That's fine.
Okay.
Oh, Mr. Tat. I hear that those low hangers between its legs, if you take them, dry them out, grind them into a powder, and sniff them, they're amazing aphrodisiac. Just saying. Rolls deception.
That's very interesting, Mr. Stefan.
Rolling that one. Rolling that
that-
one. You can do it. Rolling that one.
Can't remember. Oh, it's insight. That's right.
Nothing happened.
Tie.
Yeah, you can. Don't know exactly for sure, but it's probably bullshit. Yeah, I mean it's a dick. It's a dick. You never read any recipes of ground up dick being beneficial in any way.
While I do agree, Stefan, that our city is in a bit of a population issue, have you
Exactly,
seen
that's what I was saying.
But have you seen some of the members? I'm not exactly sure that we should be promoting from within, as it were. New
size.
people from outside.
The tat, you should do it. You take it, you grind it up, make it into powder, and then sell it to Quentin as a way to please his wife better.
Just, I don't like Quentin that much. I'm sorry to harvest gorilla junk.
But he'd be snorting.
Alchemist.
He'd
I
be
am not an
snorting gorilla junk. That's the point.
If you told me that I could melt down gorilla dick into a metal alloy and make a gun out of it, I would be there. But this whole medicine thing, that's not my specialty. It's for that, and that's not what I do. I'm sorry.
True.
Into a dick ingot, and then I would try and forge that into a dick rod. Like it just would not. That sits down. He's like, how would that
A
work? Like,
magician could use that as their focus. Necromancer returns.
It might just be the cannon you're looking for, Tat.
Got plenty good cannons, both biological and mechanical. Thank you very much.
This
Don't
whole
need no
conversation
help.
Got very dick-centric.
Our balls too. Don't forget about them.
I know.
Around.
Very male genitalia centric.
It's a special kind of round you can fire out of your thunder cannon.
It's a bolus.
There you go. Bolas. Yes. Ballas. Beautiful.
I'm gonna hit die myself now while we're taking this rest.
Okay. So you guys are resting up. Does anybody need anything else resolved besides your rolling hit dice? No. Now that you're 40 minutes outside the city. Actually, a little over 40 minutes outside because from the city to the edge of the hex, and then 40 minutes into this hex.
Hey, Olin and Tat. Because Stefan likes you so much, and he wants to include you, he's going to give you guys and himself aid. Which he should have done earlier, but...
Ooh.
I'm gonna have to go here soon, guys. So
Uh-oh. Okay.
I mean,
Well, Mrs.
we're about half an hour away from when I'm gonna need to go. So I don't know how much more we're gonna get done tonight.
Mrs. gonna mage armor because she forgot to do so earlier as well.
That just kind of looks at Miss, like the slow head turn. Forget to do that. That's like the one thing that mages do.
We just got out, and then these things attacked
8
us.
hours. You should cast that before we leave the gate.
I
But only
usually
just-
do it right after we leave.
Sure. Either way, it works when it needs to.
Has a good point. The sun is getting low in the sky. Time to push on to the caves today. But we could look around the area adjacent to the cave.
Guys
the
could-
other cap cave. I don't know what it's going to take to go in there.
You guys could.
Sure, let's go travel.
Yeah, you guys could always just, go up there and at least check the situation. I mean, you can go up and do some recon. You don't have to engage in all-out war or anything right now. Or you can explore new spaces, although then again, you run the risk of hopping into something else like this. That's very unfortunate, the first space. All right, so let's get you back to the world map. You know what? I found that sound effect. I'm actually putting that sound effect in the stream. I'm
Yes.
when I'm doing some upgrades to the actual stream itself, and it's gonna be one of the sound effects there's follower sound effects, and there's sound effects when people donate, and there's sound effects for subscribers and all that bullshit, and it's gonna be one of the sound effects, and then it's gonna have I have the gif of the Joker from the original Batman movie when he's like riding on the float and he's throwing money all over the place. And that's gonna be the that I think it was for bits. Like Twitch has a bits thing where it's like little in thing currency ship. Anywho, so let's go exploring now that you guys are back at the map. I'm not. Okay. Let me give that back to the viewers so we can check out your map and zoom on in. Well, kind of zoom in. Okay, so you guys are one tile above Mollis. And let's go. So, which way are we going? The northwest? The empty tile? Okay.
Please.
Sure, absolutely. So, northwest will be another forest. Go ahead. Miss, go ahead and roll a d10. As you guys make your way northwest towards the holy balls.
Another one, yay.
All right.
Yes.
I'm going to make a command decision and say that you guys heard some noises in the forest around you. You cautiously looked, you observed, you even sent Navnik to do a little recon, and you found nothing. You heard these noises over the course of about 20 minutes, and it sounded like something was following you, but you were unable to find out what it was, and I will just make note. They were followed. Okay. But nothing came of it. So you guys, where would you like to go now that you've gone northwest?
What was that, guys? Did you all hear that?
It's probably a rabbit. That reminds me, I'll be looking up for rabbits as we travel.
Okay.
And I'll blast them if I see them. Guiding bolt.
Oh, a guiding bolt on a rabbit. Holy balls. All right. Are you sure you want to use a guiding bolt on a rabbit?
I mean, it's got the range.
Sure.
Maybe Sacred Flame, but I imagine they're quite dexterous.
I imagine they have like shit hit points. Okay. You can guiding bolt one. What's left of it, you can feed to the bird. Okay, so you we'll roll for that then. So you guys are heading to the Briar Witch. Correct?
No, I thought we were heading north.
Oh, you're going north.
You guys gotta go.
Okay, go ahead and roll a d10. Dawn. I'd laugh.
Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha.
I would. Dawn, go ahead and roll a d10, please. Did he walk away from the mic? That's...
Are we going north? No, but like as a group though. Are we going north to explore and then to the Briarwood like previously discussed, or straight to the Briarwood?
We can pop. I'm really curious as to what is in this tile, so I think we should just pop in and see.
Okay, so we are going north then.
Okay. Tat, go ahead and make that roll, please. And this is forest. Okay, so let's see. Yep. Is your internet playing games with you again?
On Olin.
Yeah, Tat, you go ahead and make the roll. He's probably got shit going on. Okay.
Oh, he didn't get one.
So you head north out of the forest and you start to see swampland.
Ooh.
Now I'm not sure. Do you want to continue into the swampland to explore around, or kind of like stay at the edge of the forest?
I was thinking
I think
we
we'll be
go
probably.
back, as in like go back down and go to the Birdwood. You know, have a little chat with my friend.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Yep. You kind of go out to the edge of the swamp and you see. Oh wow. Okay. It's yeah. There's that swamp that you guys probably the same swamp you guys explored before, just the western edge of it. So you guys go back down and you head back over to the Briar Witch Dryad. So you guys head through her forest, and you notice as you're going through the forest that it goes once again. For those of you who've been here, goes from a normal forest into a stunted like forest that is mostly like briar plants, shorter trees. It's a little bit marshy. Yeah, the landscape's a little different, and then back into the beginning of a more traditional forest. And as soon as you enter that forest, you can see up ahead this giant tree, which any of you, especially Miss, know that this is the Dryad's tree that you guys rid of Ettercaps at one point. So it doesn't take long before you guys are greeted by a couple of green folk, little tiny green folk. And Miss, you'll definitely recognize these as two of the same type of creature that Aphid was. Two of these thorn creatures. And yeah, they come up and they kind of smile at you guys. They're like little tiny green people, and they're cheery looking. And they kind of wave you guys over, and you guys get over to the tree, and leaning up against the tree, all saucy like, and like she's totally posing and expecting you guys is the Briar Witch Dryad, and she's looking, beautiful as ever, long hair, a very earthy colored clothing that are made out of plants, and she's a little on the skimpy side. She's not afraid to show it, and she kind of leans over and smiles. Hi, welcome back. Oh, don't be shy.
Oh.
Come on over.
We've never met before. My name is Tat Odorak.
Oh,
The
that's,
Ettercap problem.
that's a wonderful name. Yes, I always have a blasted Ettercap problem. Come here to kill more, huh? Looks at you, Miss. Young lady, have you come here to kill more Ettercaps?
Well, we wanted to, but we ran into some trouble along the way. So I don't think we can. Not today, but we came and checked on the situation. How's it looking?
Oh, the situation with them. They do peek out from time to time. I am quite concerned that I'm hearing some kind of guttural voices coming from the cave. This is very seldom. Ever since I sent someone down there, one of my friends, they come to help me. I sent them down there, and my friend didn't return. But ever since then, I've heard a deep, bassy chanting coming from somewhere deep in the cave. I daren't send any more. I've had volunteers because they all volunteer, and I haven't heard any more. I'm sorry, I've heard chanting since then, but I daren't send any more of my friends. And she is speaking to you and casually walking over to the bird, and she starts caressing the bird's neck, and the bird kind of like lifts its chin up and looks like it's in a state of ecstasy. And she looks up at you and Stefan and smiles and says, I see you've made fast friends.
Yeah, it's a bad habit of mine. Pretty good at it, though.
Yes, she seems quite taken with you. Very comfortable. That's unusual for her breed.
Really?
Yes, I mean, she does what she's ordered to do. She would lend aid, but to so comfortably ride on her at first meeting, that's a treat.
Stefan has a large smile on his face.
She smiles back, and she addresses the rest of the group, looking around at you, Aresh, and and Olin as well. Kind of a little sour face at Olin. Kind of, like, ooh, look what the cat drug in.
Who's this again? I'm sorry, I lost audio for like the last 10 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I figured something was going on. Yeah, it's the Briar Witch Dryad, the chick you came up here to see, and she's just kind of.
She wouldn't be seeing Olin. She'd be seeing Tat because Olin is currently riding
Oh,
Tat.
that's right. You're riding dirty. Okay. That's true. Okay, so she doesn't look at you with a sour face because she doesn't know you're here.
Well, Tat's got a new nickname now. His nickname is Dirty.
I am not a pack mule. And Tat says this out loud without any prompting from anyone else. It's like, I am not a pack mule.
This is good. This is good because this is your first meeting with her. She's like, okay. Well, you have interesting friends, miss.
When you say the Ettercaps poke their heads out, how often do they do that? They just poke their head, like literally, out of the cave, and then go back?
Yes, as though they are looking to catch me off my guard, and to see if the tree is easy for the taking again. This has only been a few times since you all rid the tree of them. Unfortunately, I am concerned. I have not seen any of the more formidable Ettercaps peek out, nor do I know what that guttural chanting is deep below. I don't know.
It'd be a shame if we went back already. Perhaps we all just chilled in the forest. As soon as one pokes out their head, we'll blast them. Maybe kill them, maybe not, then head back.
It seems a waste, sir. They only do it occasionally, and as I like to call them, the waste Ettercap, the dumb ones. To kill one of those is kind of a waste of time. They mean nothing in the grand scheme of things. They're just grunts.
Well, if you say so.
I think a larger assault deep into the cave of whatever's at the heart of this, I'm hoping that would truly rid me of them permanently. But since you're all here, and I appreciate everything you've done for me, I believe the extent of my aid that I've been sending is coming close to an end. I feel that I can get a little more aid to you. But in addition to that, I would also like to imbue you with some further help, since my powers are starting to come back to me. And after reviving your friend, which was very taxing, might I add. But my powers are starting to come back, so I can lend a little more in that department. So, well, first, while I'm deciding what to give you, just for making the trip and being a valued friend, might I add, why don't you inspect these couple bodies I found, or I should say a friend of mine found to the south. Just tell me what you take of them. I know what they are, but I'm not too familiar with the species. And she points over to an area of bushes, and the bushes start to part, and they fold open like a book. And in the middle of this parted bush are two dead equisephs.
Ah.
They seem to be wrapped in a thorny vine. Each of them wrapped in a thorny vine, and the thorns on these vines seem to be the size of like ice picks, and they pierce through like from one side of the neck to the other, from like the whole way through their bicep to the back of their arm. They're just riddled with these spiked vines that impaled them all over. This was not an easy death. You can look over those nasty creatures. Those okay. those nasty creatures, if you'd like. Take whatever you find. But I'll be rid of them soon. So if you want to do that, while I come up with some kind of payment to give you.
Those poor.
As soon as the bodies are revealed with those kind of vines, Tad immediately starts looking around to see if there's more of that plant growing in the area, and he's going to stay away from that if he finds any.
Okay.
Because I do not want to end up wrapped up in a bush with a spike through my neck.
Okay. Do a either and or not and or a perception or survival check. As you
Can I help him with that?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. You guys can do a little internal monologue. Can let you know what's going on, and well.
Sure, investigation.
I would say you could help him, but you're looking through the same set of eyes.
Yeah, but I may notice something that he doesn't.
That's true. Yeah, we'll give you that. Yeah, help. Do it with advantage. Oh wait.
Oh, let's see.
Holy crap.
The difference that I just made was amazing.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so yeah, you can tell that there are no plants within eyesight that have. I mean, those are very noticeable. Those are probably the biggest thorns you've ever seen in your life, and they're very noticeable. The vines that wrap them are also about the thickness of a fire hose. So a plant like that, unless it's underground, it's not going to be able to hide easily.
Those things died ugly. I don't want to die like that.
Yeah, they
again.
did. Well, again, it's like I'm not sure I like this. Why'd she just kill him quick? So slow.
Aresh, can you roll me 2d100 plus 30? Please. Make that 3d100 plus 30. 3d100 plus 30. That's how much gold you find between the...
to 4.
Do I hear 5? Do I hear 5, 6, 7?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so between the two, that's okay. Between the two, there's 214 gold on these Equisefs. Let's see here. So, and as you guys are examining the bodies, and she comes back over after a minute, and she says, life is precious, and I feel that maybe not all of you, some of you are meeting for the first time, but I'm assuming you're all on the same wavelength. So, as you all take dangers to protect your people, and also protect me and mine, I shall give a bit of that back. And I would like to give you a temporary boost to your vitality. And she asks that each of you come over. She holds out a gentle hand and holds it palm up. I need each of you to put your hand on top of mine. And you may put it on top of each other's hands, but I need us all to stack our hands, taps her hand, right on top of here.
Stefan has no reason to just trust her, so puts his hand on.
Excellent. The other three?
Aresh has no reason to distrust her. Puts his hand in.
Okay. She looks at you, miss. Dear? Excuse me, miss? Oh.
Yep. Sorry. I had my thing on. Yep.
Mute. Okay. So you put your hand on too? And Tat. She looks at you. Sir.
Now, hold on a second. I need to think about something real quick. Was inward, and he's like, "Hey, Olin, you want to pop out for this? I don't know if this is gonna work if you're inside me."
I don't have much vitality to begin with, so I don't know if it works, period. But I guess I'll give it a shot. And,
if I'm gonna be honest, Olin, I'm more worried about this being some freaky fey magic, and then your soul gets stuck inside me. That's more what I was.
That's a fair point.
But I think you would like to not be in here 24/7.
I mean, there are worse places to be.
Worst dudes to be in.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's making me blush.
I got a
Tat
cozy little nook.
comes back.
Carved out now.
I told you not to move in the pool table. Tat will look at the Dryad and he'll be like, hold on a sec, I got a friend who's coming to join the party. And then he will wait for Olin to exit, and then he will
Disembark.
put his hand in the pile. Disembark, yes. Mel disembarking the artificer.
Once he undocks, she pulls her hand down and starts backing away as she sees the ghost come out of your body. And
No, this is a friend. This is a friend. He died fighting Dracoth. He's good. He just rides around and helps us fight. He's a good. No, this is the exact opposite of what I thought was going to happen.
yeah, she begins backing away, and the two small green creatures each furnish bows made of plants, and they draw arrows towards the creature.
You know he's dead, right? You can't hurt him like that. This is... I don't know what I did. I might have made a mistake. I was just worried because you're magic that... magic would stick us together forever. So that's... Maybe we should have been upfront of this, but it didn't seem like it was an issue. So I'm so sorry for that. But... And, like, he has his thunder cannon, like, laying on the ground. He's got his hands up in as non-threatening a gesture as possible. He's like, I don't... Can we talk this over? I think we have a misunderstanding.
Roll a persuasion check. She is kind of like, she's really thrown off. She's backing up.
So persuasive.
I'm trying. I'm not a persuasive person.
So she's backing up. Oh dear. She looks at you, miss. You travel with undead now. You bring undead into my forest. Near my tree.
I mean, I didn't know about the undead before now.
So this man has been, this undead creature man has been creeping inside the other man, has been possessing him.
Oh, that undead.
Gathering.
He's been around for so long. I didn't think I forgot that he was undead.
I wouldn't say possessing. Possess is such a strong word. More like sharing body. Yes.
No,
He's
I'm
quite
sure.
useful.
Fine. No.
This is, gentlemen.
And lady.
She's equally as shit. I will not condone this. She looks at your floating, creepy ass body, and she looks at you and tries to look through you. Olin, I will not condone this. You should find a cure for that. That is
We're just
unsettling.
sitting on our hands. It's convenient. What do you think we're doing?
Do you think you could bring him back to life? You did that for my one friend.
Oh no. That there? No, that is undeath. No, I don't.
My body's still disappearing. It's still in one piece. Relatively speaking.
But you are disembodied. I don't deal with disembodied. Ew.
You heard the lady, Olin. Take off.
There are those who do. But it is not I.
You know where we might find someone like that.
I'm fairly certain you already have.
Are you referring to Kazabstera?
I do not know this. I think someone asked me that before. I do not know this creature. But I'll let you find that one out.
I think it was Olin before that asked her. This isn't the first time they've met, I don't think.
Okay. Yeah, I can't remember exactly, but it probably was him. Yeah. Now that doesn't ring a bell, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. Until then, I need you to leave the area of my tree. You're going to draw very unneeded attention to my home. Please.
Okay.
If your intentions are as you speak, you will leave my home.
Okay. And Nolan just takes his dagger and walks away.
His thunder cannon, and he glares at her. He's like, I don't know if you've noticed, but the whole world's kind of gone to shit. Fully comfortable from your high horse up there, picking and choosing the help that you're receiving and giving, while the rest of the world goes to hell. Good luck with that. And then he turns and he walks out of the clearing, and he follows Olin.
Oh, he doesn't mean that as I put myself in Eagle's splendor. He's just a little hot-headed right now. That was his dear friend.
I mean
in
it.
life.
Buddy,
Oh.
bitch.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a persuasion check, Stefan, with advantage. Woo! Lucky advantage. Good call. Good preemptive striking. She's kind of breathing a little heavy now. I understand his frustration, but I need to look after my home and my people.
Very
And
well. We will refrain from bringing him around next time.
I know it seems close-minded, but I can't see the rest of the world. I don't have that luxury. So, yes, if they want to think that I'm speaking from a high horse, that's fine. Try living in the same fucking place all your life. Oh, that's right, you have. So you all should know the value of taking care of your home. And I'm
Stefan
sorry.
nods.
I'm sorry if you have to live with undead creatures roaming your streets. But not here. Now, if you all, the rest of you, would like to join me, I would like to imbue a gift. And we could get back to happier conversations. Looks at you, miss.
Yep.
Looks at you,
Yes,
Stefan, and
I put
Aresh.
my hand on.
I apologize for what we've had sort of a long day. I think that's what's making them so I don't know what the word is, but rash. But yes, I'll come back another day. We'll help you. We'll be able to help better another time. Until then.
The undead complied. I'm not angry. I just have to stick to my morals. So, without further ado, and she takes her hand and has it placed so you guys can place your hands on it. She takes her other hand and puts it on top, and her hands begin to glow. And in turn, from outside to in, your hands, the outside ones and then the middle one, begin to glow. And you feel this slow pulse. It's like a pulse. It's a boom, like a heartbeat. Boom, boom. And every time the pulse hits, boom, you can feel like it's like you're it's kind of like in all the sci-fi shows, like when you inject something into somebody's bloodstream, like the vampire movies, the liquid silver and whatever, just whatever it may be. You feel it, and as the pulse goes through you, you feel this thick warmth go from your hands and boom, boom, start making their way down your arms or up your arms, and then split out, and part of it starts going up to your neck, and the other part starts going down into your torso and towards your heart, and then towards your legs, until you're fully enveloped in a warmth. And then as she removes her hands, the warmth begins to distribute through your body, through your muscles and your skin. You can feel it in your hair, and the warmth kind of fades, but at the same time you can still feel it's there. And she says, "It won't last forever, but I hope it serves you well in life." And she looks away at the direction that Tat and Owen left. Kind of sighs a little bit. In life. And you all have your maximum hit points are raised by 10, and in addition to whatever your maximum hit points will be raised by your constitution also is raised by 2. And this will last.
Wow.
This will last for 2 weeks.
Say that again.
Your con is raised by 2, and any effects that would give you, and your maximum hit points are raised by 10 for 2 weeks, 2 gaming weeks.
10 plus the effects of the con raise?
Correct. Yep. In addition to. I'm sorry for the other stuff that happened here, but I would be glad to help you, and be glad to help you help me in future endeavors.
Most definitely.
If you would be so kind as to come back sometime, when it's more appropriate, I'd be glad to help in any way I can to aid you for the journey into the cave and rid whatever foulness is brooding down there. Is there anything else I can help you all with?
I can't think of anything.
Yes, you can start by never letting go of my hand again.
Oh, you are a charmer. I'm sorry, sir. I have given my life to solitude. Not completely. I have friends, and friends help me. You all I consider friends, and you have helped me as well.
Indeed, I consider you a friend as well. Thank you for this gift.
You're welcome. I must go rest now, as it is a bit taxing. But I wish you all a safe journey home, and I look forward to meeting you again.
Indeed, I hope it is not too long before that happens.
She smiles at all 3 of you, and gets up turns around and walks over to her tree, and it's like almost a seamless. She walks into her tree, but it's like as soon as she touches it, she starts melding into it. Not like walking through an illusion, but more like her skin starts to flay open, but as it does, it just kind of like just forms into the tree. And it's you can see like her shape into the tree, but then it just kind of washes out, almost like it liquefies and then just distributes into the tree. And you guys are standing there. And the 2 little green guys kind of like smile up at you and look a little confused at the same time. And then they give you guys a silent salute. And they frolic off into the bushes. What are we doing?
Aresh will thank her for the gift. What are we gonna head back, boys?
I suppose so.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna make our journey back. Is there any conversation before we roll out with anybody? No? Okay, quiet journey.
I don't like that. Yep.
Okay, so shitballs. Okay, so go ahead. Who am I looking for? Stefan. Go ahead and make a D10 roll. This is for the return trip. So this will be with the complication system. Okay, and Tat, go ahead and make a D10 roll. We got eerily quiet in this motherfucker.
I was gonna say, like, when everybody came back, like, Tat he would just like nod at them, and he wouldn't ask about what had happened. But he's not hostile towards them. He's just quiet on the walk back.
Okay. Yeah, that was definitely not a great first encounter.
Tat, you should have stuck around. Like some great stuff just happened.
Look, Olin has saved my life multiple times, and he gave his life to protect some of these very people standing here right now. So I don't give a shit who you are. If you can't help the people that help you, then pardon my infernal, but fuck them. This world is shit enough as it is.
Man.
All right, I'm taking note of this.
That's, I mean, you guys do what
Chad
you
and
gotta
Olin
do.
will never come with us to this place again, most likely.
Never coming to help her. Her tree can burn and her cave can be overrun for all I care. If her help comes with a condition, I don't want it. Do what you have to do. I have to stick to something in this world, as messed up as it is. And this is where I draw the line. So, things up. I didn't mean to, but
Character conviction is awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, very well done. Darren. Tat, I rarely ever do this. Tat has inspiration.
hey,
I'm not a
death
good
for surviving later.
I'm not a good inspiration guy, but we'll do that because that was convincing. I felt it. I felt it. Okay, so we're gonna do our jaunt back. So yep, two squares, and we're already good to go. I guess we're going the shortest distance. So just one more. Where are we at here? Back up to Aresh. Back where we started. Roll that one, baby. Oh, okay. Fair enough. You've already been maimed enough. Okay, so you guys all made it back to the city, perfectly fine. Although it's a little bit dimmer of a mood now that you've yeah. I mean, it's she just genuinely was aghast that there was fucking undead this close to her tree. She may have a history there. There may be something there, but yeah, you guys did very well as far as playing it out, and it was glorious. And I'm glad to see that there's some confrontation out in the world, and not everybody's just that you meet that is a friend is necessarily a complete friend. It's kind of like, we're a friend, but yeah, the people you're hanging out with, kind of thing. So that was very, very well done, gentlemen. And so you guys make it back. Is there anything you'd like to tend to before we wrap up here?
I don't think so.
No.
Assuming we split the gold 5 ways that we found. And Olin don't have any now.
What do you mean?
Gold that we found on the bodies, right? The Equicephs?
Yeah.
Then Olin and Tat stormed off in a huff. Also have a share of that?
Oh, we wouldn't. I would make a point that we would not leave out our friends like that.
So what's been going on is that I've been holding I've been holding Olin's share just because he doesn't have a body.
Mm-hmm.
Until he gets one back. So I'm just making a note on my sheet to.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure that would definitely be a conversation piece that you guys would talk about. Like, yeah, I'm not stealing his gold. He's right fucking here.
Is this true, Olin?
Yeah, I asked Tat to hold my share stuff until I got back up and running, as it were.
Oh,
He
that's
possessed my dagger, so
That's
it
right.
seemed.
Oh.
Probably a good idea. I mean, it's not going to be cheap to resurrect you.
That's
I
right.
believe.
So we do have that mystery too, as well. The strange part is, so she knows that you've already met somebody or something that can bring things back to life. But how does she know? And who is it?
Why couldn't she sense Olin when he was inside Tat?
She didn't know until he was out.
Like, she's
I'll tell
that
you
good of
what,
a-
though. I'm going to give a little spoiler. She would have found out real fucking quick if she would have did that and he was still in you.
Afraid of. I'm like, maybe we should be upfront about this.
Yeah, no, she would have found out. Channeling life energy and then finding like the dead spot in the circuit. Oh yeah. Yeah, that would have
But
been.
before everyone goes their own separate ways to go, like to their houses or whatever to do their stuff, Olin will kind of go to wherever Sistine keeps his body, and he's gonna kind of spend a little while staring at his corpse.
Ooh, ominous. Okay. Yeah, your corpse is in
Kind
the...
of like, I need to get this thing kicking again.
You get pound on your chest. Poof. Wake up.
Wake up! Wake up, you son of a bitch! Lazy bones.
Yeah, you spend a little quality time with you, and still stiff as a board.
Yeah. But now he's kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? He's kind of like waxing philosophical about, being alive and what it really means and all that kind of stuff. Because this is the first time he's actually been called out about being undead, so. Well, second time, but.
Yeah, I mean,
this one actually it felt, he felt something about it because when he was alive, did help her out. And then she just kind of turns him away like that. It was like a kick in the teeth, sir. Kick in the teeth.
yeah. Yeah, that's some heavy shit, and yeah, you could feel the tension. Yeah, undead is, I mean, the city accepted your position pretty easily because they knew you prior to. They knew who you were, and they knew you weren't an evildoer prior to. Just an asshole, not an evildoer. But they've accepted it because, I mean, you guys do what you do. You guys make a difference. And it might not be as apparent to you right now, but I have a feeling in the future that, that'll show more and more. And... yeah, so they've for their reasons have accepted it, but I mean, to someone that is like you guys stuck in their home for hundreds of years, and to have that threatened, especially after regaining it so quickly, yeah, that probably did sting, especially when you were one of the ones to help in the first place. So yeah, that's pretty fucking brutal. But we will explore this cringeworthy feeling and more. Oh, in the morning. Yay. Okay. So in a few hours you get to go relive all the bad feelings. So enjoy that.
Fuck you, Kyle.
Yes. Roll in it some more. That's right. Kick him while he's down. So yeah. Thanks for joining us, guys. Guys, girls, and whoever's viewing. Yes, thanks for joining us. This was a very good, although immediately punishing with the random encounters. But I mean, that's part of this whole genre. Productivity is not always there because you have to account for the stupid bullshit that you're going to find out there. But you guys handled it well. We had some good role play there at the end, and thanks for joining us, everyone. And we'll see you. Hell, we got another session tomorrow, so we'll see you next time.